Hopping back in it. Let's
oh,
go.
It's not recording?
Yeah,
Hey,
I done goofed.
Hey, you know, man.
Don't worry.
All right, welcome to KU Weekly. If you're watching it later, you missed out like half.
Hello.
I mean, we're just
Who are
introducing
we?
people.
You don't need to know.
Yeah.
You dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, we did. Hold on. Let me get this up, man. I totally forgot about Chatbot. There's a reason why I have 3 screens. Like,
Yeah.
there is a reason why this is I totally forgot to change the stream title too, I bet.
No, when I checked, it looked like it was.
Did it say episode 8?
Yeah, I think so. From what I checked.
Oh, we checked.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo,
You're
I
good.
actually got it right.
You're good. You're
Oh
good.
my god, thank you.
You're all right.
XD.
You're all right.
That's a PogChamp right there.
That's
if you guys,
a podcast.
this is a pod.
It technically is
Podcast?
a podcast.
Podchamps.
What is happening?
We're trying real hard to
I'm
make
trying
ones
to
here.
make a joke.
Is this
It's not working.
Is this comedy?
Yeah. So yeah, let's go back to this, and then we can pull that up. Bam. Yeah.
So Aqua.
Yeah, what do you like about Aqua, man?
Specifically Konosuba Aqua, because a lot of people love quoting other Aquas when they think Aqua's my waifu.
They're Aquas?
Yeah, every other
Aqua.
Aqua that
Is
ever
there another
existed.
Aqua?
Don't worry about it. They don't exist because it's only Aqua from Konosuba that matters.
Mhm.
Look, she's awful. She's like the worst character on the show.
She is.
She has
terrible.
the best character design. She has little fucking hair loopies up top and a skirt
loopies.
that's just a skirt.
A skirt?
You can kinda
Question mark.
Yeah.
You know what, man? I mean,
don't know
it's
what that
respectable.
means.
She's unforgiving,
Mm-hmm.
but, you know, she's relentless, but it's part of her character, and she never strays from her character.
Mm-hmm.
I
She's
think.
also petty as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's the fact that she owns
Petty.
it that makes it, you know, super. It makes her actually acceptable. Because I can see why you like her. It's like, you know, when you have a character that's honest to himself, and
She'll
she
act
doesn't try to, like,
incredibly
change.
cocky 1 second, and then you get the drop on her, and she fucking breaks down in 2 seconds and
Yeah.
begs for forgiveness. I'm just
Mhm.
like, damn, that's incredibly shameful.
But you know, it's like, I mean, you gotta think about it. You got her compared to like other people in the trash tier who she's actually just like, for me, she's actually not. I mean, you think she's trash tier just because of like her personality, but I think the fact that she's so like raw, like organic almost, just with
Yeah.
like she is who she is, and she doesn't, you know, give a shit what anyone else thinks.
Mhm.
That's her thing. She owns it, and no one else is like her basically. And then you get people who are like one-dimensional, who are actually trash tier, like, you know, Amelia. You know, right? no one likes Amelia from ReZero. If you like her, you just stop watching, man.
It's fine.
Just watch her follower count go down.
Yeah.
It's fine. I guess.
But yeah. Anyways, could you grab my phone? I'm gonna bother you again. Oh man, get out of here, Diane.
Oh,
Nah,
Amelia's
called out. Nah, it's all
sympathizers
good.
here.
But yeah, you love Blaze Blue. Blaze Blue
Yes, I
Destiny?
too am a fan of fighting games, but very
Wanna throw it out?
particular on the Arc System Works side, so
That's
I will
fine.
suck shit at Street Fighter.
That's fine.
But I'll
the
gladly
anime
play.
fighters are great.
Yes, I
Have
do.
you played DBZ fighters? Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Oh,
So
are you a
good.
DBZ
I am
fighter
Team
fan?
Baldi all the way.
Oh,
Easy
yeah.
fighters.
What's your current, your top fighting game of all time?
Still Central Fiction, Blaze Blue
That's
Central
pretty
Fiction.
good.
It's the only one I can play half decently.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Even
Some
though-
people say anime fighters are complicated or like
No.
difficult. They have
Not
4
really.
buttons.
4
It's
buttons.
Easy.
That's 2 less than normal.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, FPS games, you just click.
Freaking cross tag
Sorry.
technically has 3.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, people are calling games like Dark Souls and all these other hard games like hard. You just press a button.
Just
and
press
you
a
click your
button.
mouse.
I am
That's
so-
literally like every
That's
Arc
every
System
PC,
games right
that's
now.
pretty-
They
I've
all
been
have auto
chill-
combos.
I've been shilling DV fighters really hard lately
Mhm.
because it's such an easy game to get into and
Mhm.
it has the fastest like
The DLC
press
came out
button
today.
to good shit happening
Yeah.
on screen like instantly. Like it has a good ratio for that.
And it's still fun.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, so you know, check out Dragon Ball
Fighter
Z.
Yeah.
You know,
Not
sponsor
Or
us.
fighters. Or fighters. They were-
Fighters.
I don't even know.
Oh man, my phone just died. Okay. I forgot to
The
social media plug
DLC's out
everything.
today for
Yup.
So check
Yeah,
out that
Super
DLC.
Vegito or whatever.
Vegito
his name.
Blue and then-
Vegito.
Yeah, Vegito.
What's Vegito?
Vegeta and Goku put together.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is it starting with O? Why not Vegito?
Call Akira Toriyama and ask him.
Why'd you call him Gogeta?
Call him and ask him what
Why'd you-
vegetable he used
why'd
to
you
name his character.
Velveeta.
Gogeta is, I believe it's Gogeta.
Is it
Gogeta. Okay.
Okay, Gogeta makes sense.
Okay, Gogeta was when they do normal fusion.
dance.
Yeah, but Vegito is when they use the
Fusion ring.
the fusion earring
Really?
guys.
Yes.
They have different names.
They're different forms of the same of like them fusing because they have different methods of
What, I
fusion.
thought you had to have the earrings on to do the fusion dance.
No.
No,
No.
they're separate
Oh,
types
yeah,
of
yeah,
fusion.
yeah, you're right. Because
Although,
they get the fusion ring from
that'd
the
be
alien
cool
guys.
if they had the earrings.
Super
And
fusion.
then they did the fusion dance.
And then what? They just have 2 earrings.
Go Vegeta. Go Vegeta.
Go
Go
Vegito.
Vegan.
Vegan. I think
They'll be
that-
named
vegan.
Vegan. Vigu. Ragu.
Ragu. I think, you know what? Ragu would work because
Ragu
Akira Toriyama
spaghetti.
does that shit. He
Yes.
just looks at his fridge and he's
Just
like,
call
yo, that's a
them
character.
Spagita.
Spagita.
Spagita?
Who touched my spagita?
You never know. All right. So yeah,
no.
But
thank
yeah, fighting games. They're great.
Fighting games are great.
Wait,
Play
don't
them.
you don't you also like Puyo?
Yes, you got me. It's actually my favorite game on the Switch, period.
The best fighting game.
Puyo Puyo
Yeah,
Tetris
yeah,
is the
it's
most
a fighting
competitive game on the Switch because you can play it with single Joy-Cons and not feel encumbered.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Learn
Wow.
that word, kids. I remember the last time I was encumbered.
Which was
Think about it.
Think about it.
Think about it.
You know, it was a long time ago. I was a young boy, and I was in it.
You were
I was encumbered.
encumbered. Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
All right. We'll keep
Why did I
moving
even
on.
come here?
Yeah.
that's a good.
We'll,
That's a good one.
we'll
Why did I
hop
even come
into
here?
this KU news. Actually, Tim, I'm gonna ask you to tilt my camera this way, like fan it, like pick it up and like this way, because I'm gonna shift Alec more that way so that we actually look balanced in the wide.
Hey, you know, man, it's
So
all
we got
about.
a full house again.
We have a full house.
You can see my laptop
Gotta
in
get
the, in the
nice and
frame. Let me
cozy.
pull up some research.
But yeah, we haven't actually had a full house since Kumo and V Flight were here. So
For your Food Wars.
for the Food Wars one, which was
Call all your
quite
friends.
quite a joy to
Tell
do,
them we're
honestly.
live.
So yeah, tell your friends if you don't know we're live. So straight up KU news, we're gonna be going over a couple of things that happened in the news this week in terms of anime. So we'll start out with this. So we're actually going back 2 weeks because we forgot to do this for last week's session. So sorry about that. You guys have to go through with this. First off, Lupin the Third live concert had a live stream on the 26th.
Ooh,
Which
when
was right before Fanime. No, during Fanime.
Yeah.
So it was live streamed on Nico Nico Doga, and it had music from all iterations of Lupin. So all the way back from Lupin, 1, Castle Cagliostro,
Lupin
all
1.
that stuff. It was very, very chill. It had the Lupinic 6 band. That's their name.
Lupinic 6?
The Lupinic, the Lupinic 6, whatever it says there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lupintic.
Yeah.
Lupontic.
Lupintic.
Lupontic.
Friggin'
It's a
whatever.
lot. Anyway.
Lupontic 6.
Well, and then they
Lupontic
and the
6.
Fujiko-chans, which is a lot easier to say.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
that's a backup singers.
Mhm.
But yeah,
I would
the title
totally
of
watch
the
this.
the title of the thing was called Lupanissimoso. It just staggered. Okay, it was crazy.
For those who don't know Spanish, that's Italian.
There you go.
Lupin de Trois. That's
So
French.
yeah, it was just an event that happened. Very I didn't get to catch it because we were doing other things, but we'll discuss that later for sure. But yeah, anything you want to chime in on this? Like, would you have gone?
I would
to see
totally
it?
watch this because I love Lupin. So, yeah.
I don't watch any Lupin.
I love
so.
Pan.
Like,
You Lupin?
Lupin.
I mean, I'm not familiar with. Well, I guess I am familiar with most of the songs, but it's like not like the first thing I think about Lupin.
Yeah.
But
Really? Like, not even the
I guess the intros,
The opening-
just the openings, just the openings, and like the very cringy
That's
first
exactly how it sounds
season.
like live.
yeah.
They just did that.
It's just
Yeah, it's
5
just-
automatons.
And if it's like
Just
jazz,
quiet.
and if it's like jazz, then yeah, that would be cool. 'cause
Yeah,
I
it was
like
a chill jazz.
Hey, you know,
yeah,
I
love jazz.
It
a
sounds like a
rock
fun
concert.
Fight me.
So yeah, we'll keep moving on. Let me switch my camera again.
Keep it
All right,
on
we're
stream.
moving on. New game manga creator stops responding. This is
He died.
It's not. He did
He
not.
did not die.
The new game manga creator Shotaro Tokuno said on May 22nd that he will no longer be responding to fan letters due to recent resales of his gifts. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
no.
guys ruined it for all of us.
So yeah, essentially people were selling the gifts that he would give out. As you see on the screen, that was actually one of the very personal ones that he wrote to a fan. And he ended up finding that in an auction in 2016 when he first was coming up. And they said it sold for 6,500 yen, which is approximately little under it's a little under like 60, it's like $63.
Yeah.
But still, it's like
It's still alive for a picture.
Yeah. It really upset him because it's a personal piece. It's for a fan,
Yeah.
and
I'd be
they just ended up
offended.
I'd be
selling
I
that.
just gave some of
Don't
my
sell
sock,
free gifts you got from people.
Yeah.
Man.
like autographs. Like, come on, just make your money.
Now I'll
off the
never
guy.
get
Yeah.
my Ifumi fan or thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
never
so-
send me a gift.
He's
You
very-
ruined it!
Yeah,
Dude, you ruined it for the rest of
All
us,
of you
man.
ruined it. I'm looking at
I just wanted some.
that guy in chat. I don't know
Just
if he watched
imagining
it.
like he just suddenly hates New Game now, like after reading like the latest chapter,
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
sells like his amazing gift that he got.
Yeah, just be about the gift. You just write a separate segment.
Kidding.
Luckily, New Game
New
ended
Game
before,
Yeah,
all this drama.
but
Like,
now
man,
we won't.
We're
Get
probably not getting a
anymore.
New Game 3.
yeah.
Nope.
It's just
He was gonna
ruined it.
continue New Game. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
He
someone
fished
sold
it.
his gift.
He fished it.
But
dude,
yeah,
you ruined the series.
he's always happy to receive
All of
the
you
gifts.
ruined
He's very appreciative of it. But he's just saying that he'll respond. He'll stop responding
I
to
would be.
letters.
I would be mad. I'd be mad too.
I mean, I'd still read
Very
the fan
understandable,
letters,
man.
but-
I'd still read them, but I wouldn't be like, no, I'm not giving you anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just maybe just like a thank you letter and not sign it. Just like here,
Or
like
like,
here I am.
Typed
Like-
out
like
in
a
Comic
Typed it out in
Sans.
Yeah.
Common Sans.
It was like a
what's
generic
Japanese
letter.
Comic Sans?
That's true. What are the different Japanese fonts?
All right, we'll be hopping into the next one. Gudetama app launches for iOS and Android.
Ooh, what is
so
this about?
if you guys didn't know, Gudetama Tap had pre-registers on May 21st, created by the company Cyberstep. So pretty much players go around collecting
Cyberstep, that
recipes,
sounds familiar.
to make Gudetama like shapes and then you use augmented reality tech and put them into random places and then just poke them in the face, and that's the game.
Can I
that
eat them
sounds
for breakfast?
great.
Yeah, it's its own game. Pretty much, you just
Do we
put
have
them
footage?
wherever. We don't have footage, sadly. We do. They did have
could
footage.
download it.
We actually have links in the description when we get there. For the what is it on the Discord? By the time the show ends, we will post all the links to all of that.
Cool.
But yeah, it also allows for friend sharing. So if you do have a really funny picture of Gudetama and you
or if
want
have
people to see it,
friends.
yeah, or if you have friends, that's
Is
one
it,
of the hurdles.
is
around
it
here.
Japanese exclusive or is it worldwide?
Right now, it's Japanese exclusive,
But I'm sure
they
people
are
can
gonna be.
figure it
Yeah,
out.
people are gonna want it to come out. So
Yeah, I mean, people who have like Android or whatever, you can figure
Yeah.
out how to get it.
Yeah.
exactly.
Actually, you can
iPhone
have-
users?
if you can
Probably
read
harder.
Japanese, you can get access to Japanese iTunes or
Exactly.
Japanese
Oh, yeah.
whatever app store.
Just name a fake address.
Yeah.
That's
So,
what I do when I do Japanese accounts.
So far, it has over 15
that
or
switch.
500,000 pre-registered officially.
Wow.
And its official launch will be on the 26th, which is already passed.
We'll see how it
So it's
goes.
pretty much out. So if you guys want to try it, go for it, right?
I mean,
Show us some pics of your egg boy.
Sent us pictures of
Oh,
your egg.
I mean, hopefully it's not another Magic Card jump, but we'll see how
Why
it
not?
goes.
That was great.
Well, it was good for like a month. Or like
That's
2
true.
months long.
That's true.
You
But it was
I
great
mean,
for a month. That was the
Yeah.
best month.
because I don't want to start a trend of like you're seeing this
After-
trend of people just starting games to just last for like a month or two. I mean, it's fine, I guess, but like
I'm,
You never know.
I'm happy
Putting
with my
Pokemon Go on
monthly-
Lifeline.
Yeah.
So we'll be moving on to the next one. Yoko Takahashi's Evangelion songs get a new release. So essentially, the singer who sang both Cruel Angel's Thesis and Soul's Refrain is releasing a double A-side single in June. on June 20th.
Wow,
Um,
remix.
Yeah, it's essentially a.
It's a
From what we
mixtape.
heard, it was a vinyl. We're not 100% sure if it is, but the art that's in the upper right is the new art for it. So if you wanna get it, it's going to be in stores soon. On the 20th. On the 20th, it's going to be released then.
Does that mean the new movie's coming out pretty soon?
Maybe
We actually
only if you get the vinyl.
yeah.
Only if you get the
No
vinyl.
It plays on vinyl.
The movie only plays on vinyl.
You have to watch.
I
the
think that
sound
is
waves.
possible. There was this like format in like the 70s where you had movies on vinyl.
It'd be like black and white, right? Was it color?
we don't know.
It was
man.
probably color.
Yeah, we have no idea. We'll figure it out. But anyways, yeah,
So-
the Yoko
Haven't gotten a
Takahashi,
movie.
opening theme, Cruel Angel's Thesis, and then also did the Death and Rebirth ending Soul's Refrain, which both of them are going to be on the disc. But along with that, they will be kicking off an Evangelion World Tour, which will start in France. It will include places like France, Hong Kong, and other places to be announced.
The only time you'll see the new movie.
Yeah. They said that there is an official trailer for the third, possibly going along with her by the time that she's out, but they're not announcing it yet. That's what we're thinking.
We're looking at
But the
big
tour
surprises.
starts.
Wait, wasn't there already 3 movies?
This will be the 4th one.
Yeah.
The
So-
4th and final one, maybe.
Or a third season.
It is not the final film.
Not the final film.
We'll find out. I mean, you never know.
So yeah.
Maybe they wouldn't even have anything.
Yeah, you never know.
Maybe they're just teasing.
Maybe they're just joking.
But yeah,
Trolling.
they're starting out in Ikebukuro on June 30th, which is when the whole tour event will start. And it will include a mini concert, a music video screening, a talk segment, and games along with Yoko Takahashi.
Wow, you know who else has a talk segment and games?
Wow. I don't know. I wonder who.
Oh.
KU Weekly, welcome to KU Weekly.
Hey, welcome back from our commercial break. We were just talking about
Which
Evangelion.
Sweet.
Evangelion.
That's what we need to fucking call
Well,
All
you know,
right.
it's like when you have an anime that's like down or torrented, so it's like you skip the commercials.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So just sometimes the anime doesn't cut off. We don't have those was it to be continued
Yeah.
JoJo's thing? So or like the Full Metal Alchemist. Full
Ye-
Metal Alchemist.
Yeah. And then
Full Metal Alchemist.
And then it comes back, yeah. Anyways, we'll continue on with our new segment. Let's have a look at Jump Music Festa adds more performers. This is by
Whoa.
far one of the most exciting news that I've heard
Okay.
in a while.
What's
So,
Jump Music Festa?
Jump
Kevin?
Music Festa is a 2-day concert that features
Whoa.
musical guests from animes to perform specifically from Shonen Jump, Weekly Jump.
That is a huge lineup.
So, first off, this is to promote their 50th anniversary of Weekly Shonen Jump, which is really impressive
Wow.
considering that these guys have been around for that long.
50 years.
50 years in the business. So,
We weren't even born.
yeah, we're going to go straight into the already announced groups, which is
My mom
Kanabun.
wasn't even
They had the Naruto Shippuden openings and the Boruto opening, if you want to do it. Bish.
Bish.
Boruto.
Bish.
They recently did a commercial
Bish.
for I forgot, it was like some beauty product with Frederick.
Yeah. So yeah,
Cool.
Bish is gonna be there. Kishidan, who did the Shippuden 11th opening, if you really want to.
Actually, I don't know anything else.
And then Glee Monster, who did the Boku no Hero ending 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's my shit.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh.
you probably remember
that-
them from the American series Glee.
Yeah, sure.
Glee.
Anyways, those were the people who were already announced. Okay, so that was
There's
before.
gonna be more.
This is before they announced their true headliners. So let's go over their headliners, which
they
is
upgraded.
Spy Air. Spy Air, who had the Bleach ending, had Haikyuu openings 1 and 2,
Those
for
are good
season 1 and
openings.
2.
Those are good openings.
So Spy Air, Grand Rodeo, who had Bungo Stray
Grand Rodeo
Dogs,
was a big deal.
all the Kuroko no Basket,
Every single
like the good ones, and then Seven Deadly Sins ending.
One. Oddly enough, the only good one.
Yeah, and then the last but not least, Flow. is
Flo,
gonna be
of
there.
course.
Look, you all
Of
know
course.
Flo. You're lying if you don't know Flo.
So yeah, Flow known for Code Geass, Kuroko no Basket.
Was it
or
Fighting
didn't have any-
Dreamers?
Fighting Dreamers.
They had
Yeah.
Fighting Dreamers. Okay.
The only.
They had Colors, alright. They had like a ton of really good openings. They had Shippuden and another Seven Deadly Sins ending.
The same ending.
Which,
Same.
yeah, the same ending
Oh
with
my
Grand
God.
Rodeo.
It was a combination. It was a crossover.
Yeah, that was probably like the most hype Like if any band was gonna take down Jam Project, it would have to be Grand Rodeo and Flow together.
Yeah.
Like that has to be the
Just
most.
combo.
Can't escape from crossing fate. They just start playing the song.
It's gonna be great. Honestly, it's a 2-day event,
be
but
great.
on top of that, they will have a cafe, 3-part art exhibition, 2 CD mixed CDs, which will have all the artists a part of it, and they will also be reprinting some of the landmark issues. So
What did
if
they add recently though?
what?
Did they add anybody?
Did they add any artists recently?
Not that I know of.
Not Dish.
We have a laptop right
Did we
now.
go Dish or? Oh yeah, Dish. Oh yeah. Well, hold on. We forgot about the middle section of the people. We have Dish, with
It's
the
not
two
just
back back.
Bish.
Dish, not
It's
to
Bish.
be.
We have
and
Bish
Dish.
and Dish.
Not yeah.
And then
Hiroshi Kitadani,
yep. No, for
Whoever
his
that
One Piece
is.
openings,
the first one.
the first one ever,
Good
and
deal.
the
Movie.
One Piece movie.
So,
So-
look forward to
okay.
those if you're a fan of those.
If you guys happen to be in Japan, please let us know.
Please.
But yeah,
Videotape
there's
the
that.
whole
There's
thing.
also a manga contest, as well as T-shirts, which is with
Uniqlo.
Uniqlo.
Remember, guys, don't wear that on date.
yeah, you're
No,
gonna
anyone?
go home.
Wait,
Anyone know?
Wear that
no.
on all your dates, man.
I thought Uniqlo was
Double
alright.
is a part timer. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Alright.
God damn it.
All right, so
Hey, Mukal Face. Show, as you can see, is a disaster so far.
We're doing
yeah,
great.
Noe just got out
We
for
feel
dinner.
great.
I'm sorry about that. She's eating right now. I essentially had to stay back to get these guys in. But
Get us
you know,
on.
we had to make the show go on. We were already running late, so we had to
Show
make
must
it
go
happen.
on.
Just to let you guys know, this takes place July 7th and 8th at the Yokohama Arena.
That's more than one day.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
2 days.
Two.
Yeah, hold
Three.
on.
No, that's
That's-
too much. Three's a crowd.
Yeah,
You
hold
can't
on.
have three, you know, you
It's
need
a
the
2
magic
day.
number 2. 2 days.
2 days. 2
Damn.
days.
Get hyped for that.
Yeah, two-day event.
Chat.
But yeah, it's gonna be fun. If you guys ever happen to get down there, remember it's Shonen Jump's 50th anniversary.
Yeah,
50th.
big deal,
50th.
guys. Never
5-0.
forget. You know what else is fun?
Sources.
Our sources will be in the weekly Discord.
Yeah, so if
if
you-
you have any questions,
Yeah, if you have any questions about anything from the chat,
or
or
do
from
your own research.
yeah, if you want to
Yeah.
go dive deeper than what we've already
Dive in
touched
the
on,
rabbit
feel
hole.
free to do it.
Check our sources.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Um,
Fact
Could be
check
wrong.
us.
Prove Kevin
Yeah.
wrong.
It could
It's
totally
not
happen.
pronounced dish. It's pronounced dish.
Sheesh.
It has 2
Shonen Jump
backslashes,
is
Kevin,
51-year-old.
It's you have to say it very loudly because it's all capitalized.
and it's got 2 backslashes.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, now we go into this week's news that we totally forgot because
so many
God.
news.
Sorry, large news section.
Big newsa.
Shiki Ori Ori film reveals the voice actors as well as finally its release date. So Shiki Ori Ori, which is it stands for
can't
a
believe
poem
it,
of
I'm
the
sorry.
season woven together. Yeah, this is some good some quality screen. Will be released by Comics Wave Films. It will be released August 4th, and it will have a 3-week limited run. So in other words, we probably won't get it until 2019 here in the States. So the movie is a 3-part anthology. So essentially it's a 3-story in one. It's essentially Pulp Fiction. But yeah, the first one will be called Sunny Breakfast. The other one is called A Small Fashion Show. And the last one is called Shanghai Love. Oh, whoops.
Whoa,
Whoa. There we go.
Whoa, just making sure
You didn't
guys
see
are
anything.
awake.
They're all set in 3 different Chinese towns, but their main focus is food, then clothing, then shelter.
Whoa.
Wow.
Shelter in anime.
Whoa.
Like we
How
haven't had
did
that before.
go?
Whoa.
But yeah,
3 different directors.
it will have 3 different directors as well.
Anyone we know?
The second one, the guy
I'm
who's
personally
doing
a fan of the first one here. Zhao Shou Zhaojing.
yeah, it's quite a mouthful, but he's making his anime debut with the Sunny.
Is he
Sunny Breakfast.
Chinese?
He's Chinese. There's
Oh,
two
wow, okay.
There's 2 Chinese directors and then 1 Japanese director. The
Okay.
Japanese director has a middle one, which is a small fashion show. But he's
Oh,
also
okay.
the 3D graphic designer under Makoto Shinkai.
Oh, cool.
So that's why,
Yoshitaka Takeuchi, you say?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I like that guy. He's a good designer since
Tim,
everyone
do you
likes
even know who this guy is?
Makoto Shinkai. Oh, I mean, everyone knows Makoto Shinkai. And he's got beautiful anime.
Yeah.
So anyone working under him probably knows what they're doing, guys.
Yeah, and the last one, fashion show, is by Li Haoling, making their debut for Shanghai.
I loved it in Shaolin Showdown.
Just straight up ripped him. We're done. Can't thank
Show's over.
I can even fit that in the. I can even finish the joke. Sorry. Okay, now you know what? We're looking forward to it. It looks great. It's probably gonna be great. Shanghai Love, definitely setting up for a great movie. Chinese anime has been making waves. I know a couple people are working on Chinese anime recently. It's a big wave out there right now. People are looking forward to it. There's actually one this season.
Actual
It's
Chinese
like around
cartoons.
7 out of 10.
Yeah.
-ish.
It's
Yeah.
not a
It's
joke
like
anymore.
I don't know. I can't remember Chinese. names,
Yeah,
but,
I don't remember the name of it.
They're
but
making waves. There's
Yeah.
like the one with the
brother and sister one.
No, the guy with the gamer.
Oh yeah, the
The
Smurf account, the
yeah.
anime.
It was G.
It was good though. Essentially, it was
That's what G Kwan's.
I
know
watched
what
it.
you're talking
Um,
about.
I'm sure
but
a
I
lot
don't
of you guys
remember
know
the
what it
name.
is.
essentially it was a show
I didn't
about
watch
a
it.
guy who had to give up his main account, which was like a god tier account.
I think it's because he was associated with like his organization.
Yeah, or something like that, and
He
like
had to give it up for like he lost rights to it.
yeah, he essentially he had to give away his account to somebody who could play it better, and like the organization didn't want him to have it anymore. So
God.
essentially, he went all the way back down from the bottom
It's like the
And
old
and
nowadays.
worked his way up again.
To get
And
revenge.
to get revenge
For me,
on the people
boy.
who took away his.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good. It
I'm
was a
watching-
solid anime.
For a lot of people, like maybe the Chinese dubbing is kind of it takes a while to get used to, especially if you're not really used to like the difference between Chinese Japanese.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think
a lot
I've
more
ever
black.
seen like a Chinese film or anything like that. So, well, except maybe for the kung fu movies, maybe,
Kung Fu is- but it seems more natural. Chinese
but I'm
It's
one of
like-
those guys that likes the Chinese dubs because they're just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
But
The
if once you
English
get past
dubs
that,
of
it's
those.
actually well made, honestly. So
Lip syncs
definitely
off.
gotta keep on the lookout for Chinese anime.
Just gonna make a small plug. I'm watching 2B Heroine.
Is it good?
To be heroine.
It's amazing.
Because I
Okay.
watched the first 10 seconds
It's
and it
amazing.
seemed alright.
Okay, I'm gonna spoil something. It-
Whoa! Spoiler
It
alert!
isekais halfway through, and in the isekai world, they speak Japanese, and then it flashbacks
Where do they
to the
speak in
normal
first
world
one?
where they speak in Chinese.
Oh, okay.
And that's only in the Japanese dub. There's an all Chinese dub of that show too.
Oh, okay.
Sounds interesting.
Cool.
Maybe
Watch
we'll
it.
check it out. Alright.
That's
Check it out.
neat.
To be here.
Somebody say
Yeah,
believe-
it's isekai as fuck. I didn't see that one
The
coming
first
either.
episode came out 2 weeks ago.
For which one?
To be heroine. I want to say.
Yeah,
like 2
it's
weeks
every
ago.
2 weeks because they're actually like 15-minute episodes cut in together to make a 30-minute show.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Go
yeah,
watch
we will be moving on to the next one, which is Sailor Moon engagement ring hits market.
Whoa!
So-
do you ever want to get married to Sailor Moon? Well, you can't, but you can buy a ring that symbolizes your failed hopes and dreams.
Please marry me because you're blonde and a little skinny.
Yeah, but it is the exact model that Mamoru gave to Usagi
That's cool.
in the actual anime. So that's kind of something if you're like really nitpicky
It's
about it.
I know a
legit.
friend that
It's-
would want that hard.
It's legit. But yeah, there's two varieties of it. There's silver and
Silver.
platinum.
Why would you pick silver over platinum? Isn't it
Because
worse?
silver is cheaper than platinum, which is
Whoa!
totally different.
Just for all our silver players in chat.
So the center
My
stone is made of
condolences.
synthetic corrodium, which allows it to be pink, so that it actually works.
Okay.
The silver has white topaz as the side set stones, while the platinum one is set with diamonds, which is also the reason why it costs a lot more.
Target.
Target audience.
Yeah, man, you're right, man. It's just silver.
Where's
Hey,
my bronze 5 rings?
Can I get some wood rings?
Wood rings.
But
I would totally do a wood ring.
yeah, the on the inside of it says Mamoru to Usagi. On the inside, it's actually engraved.
So if your name's not Mamoru,
or Usagi. This
Kind
is
of weird,
it's kind
but
of
whatever.
like you just gotta change your name now or something.
Yeah, legally. But it comes
Yeah.
in a heart-shaped box, which is
That's
the same one that he
dedication.
used in the anime, same one. But the platinum one costs. I'm not
Jesus
gonna say
Christ.
yen-wise. I'm just gonna say cash.
162,000
I mean, if someone's
yen.
gonna propose with
Yeah.
a Sailor Moon ring, I feel like they should be paying you instead of you paying them. It's the ultimate advertising, right there,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
What was that, $1,500?
Yeah, it's like $1,500.
That's like
Dang.
5 times
I mean, I've
more
seen
than the silver.
I've seen
Yeah.
rings
Which
like
is like
more
$260.
expensive
Yeah.
than that, but that's pretty. That's a
expensive
lot.
for an anime ring.
That's expensive for weaving out, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know if I want to. I mean,
Rather-
what would you have to?
I don't like Sailor Moon
What-
that much.
What would you justify for $1,500 in anime merch?
The snake body pillow that is multiple pillows. At least that's comfortable.
Is that a thing?
Wouldn't
Yeah.
that be like the entire One Piece Blu-ray so far?
Something like that.
Or
Yeah,
like
it's
the-
okay. Well,
That'd
If
be a
Made in
lot.
Abyss had 5 seasons.
yeah. No, well, it's gotta be more than okay, like special edition, like box
I-
set with. Yeah, it's
Well,
a
it's a joke
lot.
because the Made in Abyss box set right now is overpriced. It's
Yeah.
$370. You know,
Take
shout
a
out to you
Really?
guys.
Wow. That's a
people,
lot.
people want it, man.
But I'm
But-
still gonna get
But
it.
put it on Amazon.
I wish it was at least like 250, you know, or like under 300.
I feel like
It's
a bunch
it's
of those
It's like a console now.
like stream
I mean, it's worth
only
it.
anime is gonna be like a lot. I think.
yeah.
that's gonna be-
You get one Blu-ray DVD.
What is
combo
2
pack,
seasons?
that's it.
Ooh, it's 2 parts actually. It's actually 1 season. It's like 12.
Hey.
Right, welcome to the show.
Velo Citrus, thank you for the follow.
I had no idea what
Ew.
that sound effect meant. I just hoping, clapping.
It
would be
meant
appropriate. Okay.
Yeah,
It meant you gotta
it
turn
meant
around and have heart eyes as everyone around you is censored.
Yeah, exactly. It's the etchy wow. That's the actual call for that.
And then you
Um,
gotta take cover because the police are coming.
Yeah, the police. Are,
They
but
found
anyways,
their
own.
if you
Saying,
guys
"Why
do
up?"
decide to weave out, decide to drop, a ridiculous amount of money for it, pre-orders close today, so feel free to
Show us a
do that
picture.
real
Yeah, if you actually get
Show us
one,
your
you know,
waste of
just show
money.
everyone a picture. At that point, I mean, you won.
Show your engagement
Yeah.
with that, and then
Yeah, you're basically engaged to the ring at that point.
Yeah.
All right,
And then her friends will be like, "Did he go to Charon?" And you'll be like, "No,
No, he
no.
went to
I
Japan.
went to Tokyo.
Yeah.
He went to AliExpress."
Amazon
Alibaba.
JP.
But yeah, this is not the only engagement ring on the market right now. as a
What?
matter of
What
fact.
else is
We have
there?
another one, a Mew ring.
Oh, I've
so
seen this.
If
I've
you
seen
guys
this.
are
Legit.
into Pokemon, there's actually more. There's a Mew ring. It's the same people who've done a lot of. You Treasures has been doing a lot of Pokemon themed rings in the past. My favorite one is actually the Pikachu one. If you guys ever get a
that
hold
was
of that.
pretty cool.
There's 2 versions. Again, there's a platinum and a white gold version. So platinum sells for about $1,100 USD, and the white gold one is $1,000. So it's just slightly below. There's also
White gold.
yeah, white gold.
Really, it
white
looks black
gold.
and blue to me.
Yeah.
Wedding bands are also available for men and women, which has Mew's tail wrapped around it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
What's
pretty
a wedding
cute.
band, Kevin?
the wedding band is just a lot easier for people to get, but it's also kind of more expensive depending on which one you get, because the men will wear the wedding band forever. So that's why the men's one costs more than the women's, which
The
is
men
kind
one
of
should have been Mew
So
too.
they don't come with music. It's just
Even though
A quiet
Mewtwo's
band?
Not really
yeah, quiet
a
band.
male.
It's-
quiet wedding band.
Yeah, the wedding band. It's a quiet wedding band. Man.
Wow.
It's super cool.
Well, rest
Does
in
it come
peace.
with music?
Yeah, 'cause
Muse.
I thought it was music, for the wedding band.
we're going way too hard. If you guys want to see the actual prices of it, we will have we'll have more description.
The
Yeah,
links.
just check out the sources. It'll be on sale until June 26th. I mean, I doubt you guys are gonna spend all your entire life savings on a Mew ring, but weebs never fail to surprise.
We're not you, so you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, just if it's your own life choices, we don't recommend it, but just you can buy it.
You can do it.
You can just do
Just
whatever.
do it.
So yeah, the company also sells other Pokemon themed rings as well. Just
Jewelry.
check them out. You Treasures has that.
Who's that jewelry? It's Mew.
Mew.
Wouldn't it just taste like vegetables?
Whoa, speaking of Mew,
Yeah,
Speaking-
Tim's expecting
next-
something Mew related. No, Kimono Friends.
Kimono Friends.
The Kimono Friends Sloss will be debuting in June. Essentially,
Whoa,
Shizuko, Shizuoka, Nihon Dairia. Daira.
So
God, so many words.
You have gastronomical problems in
Yeah, I'm getting
Japan-
roasted.
Japanese.
Essentially.
Alright, that character straight up looks like she's being eaten by a sloth. I'm sorry.
But she
They
is a
both
Isn't
sloth.
that like every
Kimono
Kigurumi
friends?
ever
Well,
created?
sometimes they're like better designed.
Yeah.
It doesn't
like
look their
covering the
head.
face.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Kimono Friends will be bringing that out in June, June 30th to August 30th. They will be having the sloths on display. They will
Are
have
these real sloths?
no, they're the cut. You remember with Grape Coon?
Yeah.
You remember the whole thing with Grape Coon where
Now
they
you're
put
gonna see a
penguins.
They put a
sloth
they put a
fucking
penguin.
parchment
They put
paper.
a penguin cutout in the thing. Yeah, rest in peace, Grape Coon.
Yeah.
He Grape Coon, rest in peace.
Oh, no.
Favorite anime weeaboo. He will be greatly missed.
Yeah.
But yeah, there will be 2-toed and 3-toed sloths debuting here.
Wow.
Which is kind of a big
So-
deal. It's kind of cool.
They're not just sloths, but frogs.
What?
'Cause
Frogs?
they got the
Toads.
toads.
God, why do I have this, dude? All right. Anyways, you can go throughout the zoo and collect stamps at 6 different locations at the zoo in order to receive a tin badge. But they will also have enamel pins for sale at the.
Can you trade
I
in the
think
tin
we-
badges for the enamel pins?
You can't.
And then the enamel pins for a horse. And
Are
then-
we going up and up?
We're going up.
You want to play up and up?
This is this is Japan's strawman challenge.
Yeah.
Straw hat,
Straw-
straw man, straw.
Straw everything.
Yeah.
No, it's that one folklore story. Yeah, they'll mention every anime.
Yeah.
So yeah, the voice actors for Kimono Friends will also be doing the recordings for the promotions and also the park announcements.
Or
So
the EB
like
challenge.
whenever it's closing, opening, all that stuff will all be announced by voice actors from the show. And then on top of that, if you guys want to see the actual Chapari Park bus, it will be there as well. So yeah,
Wow, Japari.
Chapari
that
Park.
sounds like
Japari.
safari.
Yeah.
It sounds like a trip that we all want to go on. So,
So
see
again,
you
if
guys
you're in
there. We'll be
Japan,
there.
do it.
I wish. But yeah,
Yeah,
Chapari
speaking
Park
of,
bus will be
you know,
there.
buses.
The KU Japanese episode will happen.
Yeah, someday we
The
want to
KU
get
Tokyo
to
episode.
We'll be in
Tokyo.
Japan. We're gonna be like, hey guys, and we're gonna run over on the street.
And we'll be like,
We're on the wrong side of the
Will
street.
Jake call it?
Wait, they drive on the right side.
No, they drive on. Well, okay. This is a
Japanese
trick
people
question. isn't it?
Drive?
No. They drive on the left side of the street. They drive on what we consider opposite here.
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah,
left.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't drive, so I don't fucking agree.
You also have to
Either
walk
way.
on the opposite side, so it's always a trip
Yeah,
whenever you come
I
back and
don't
everybody's on the
care
wrong
either
side of
way.
the escalator.
Man,
But
you
it's
know-
great.
Yeah.
It happens.
Speaking about the left side,
Yeah.
Erumanga Sensei Elf Yamada gets a spin-off
That's
manga.
very left side.
Boom, that's
Yeah.
left field right there.
Yeah. So
Elf field.
Kadokawa announced it during a live
Elfield
stream
Live?
last Friday
I don't know.
that he will be creating an Elf Yamada spin-off manga.
For those who
Um,
actually liked her,
I don't know who she is, guys.
Praise.
She was
I didn't see
the
your
best
manga sensei.
She was like one of
'Cause
5
I'm not
villains
weird.
you could choose from.
Yeah.
You know, she was okay.
She was an okay. I don't know.
She was like the classic.
I'd
rich
rather have
girl.
the other one, the one who had her hand wrapped. The
Oh, the older one,
Yeah.
the upperclassman.
Masamura.
Wait a
Masamura. Hold on a
Masumura?
sec. No,
Hold on.
just kidding. No.
We had
One
yeah.
of those two.
Yeah, you know. You know who I'm
she
talking
had the
about.
robe and she was older. She was upperclassman, right?
The
Senpai.
The classmate?
the one who had wrapped her hand up and was like, "Oh, I'm a god." Like the one who like
Are you talking about the one who worked at the bookstore?
Yeah, the one who
the one who worked at a bookstore, or the one who
Let's get a
looked up
wife who
to.
wore
The one who
cooking-
was really dedicated to writing. She
Does
She was
this-
she was the one who.
So there was bookstore chick.
Oh yeah, this bookstore.
And
She
then
did.
there's
Bookstore
the round
chick.
haired, and there's the
There's a
round
round purple hair, right?
other writer.
That's
Yeah, the other
that's
writer.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one with the robe.
Yeah.
Which one doesn't like their brother?
The sister.
Yeah.
At first.
I wouldn't go with this girl just because she has an older brother, and you might not be
Oh,
safe in that
great.
regard.
All right. Then I'm
Well,
not
the
watching
older
it.
brother wants her to get married, but
Uh-huh.
she's always afraid that she would never find anybody who
It just
would
it
truly
doesn't
fit.
feel right. You know? She tried really hard. I feel like she was thirsty enough.
How thirsty are we talking? Kokoro
We're
thirsty?
talking thirsty, like inviting you to your private backyard beach house with fireflies. Thirsty.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What is
And-
this?
That's very specific.
Yeah.
Thirst.
We're
but yeah.
talking naked at the piano type of thirsty.
Naked.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. There you go.
Thorsty.
But yeah.
So
The
yeah, if you actually want to see that, I mean, it's coming.
Yeah.
What's the name of the spin-off going to be called?
We
You're
have no idea yet. We just know that it's
manga elf. Say.
My little sister is lolly as fuck.
I think it's Elfin Truth.
not
Oh,
Elfin Light.
that's pretty good. I like that.
But
I got that one.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Moving on. So
Moving
essentially,
on.
he said
Moving
that he
on,
will have
Paris.
that started. He's gonna be starting it in July 27th. Have it edited and released by September.
Oh, this could be
So was
risky,
this
though.
already a manga?
No,
before?
he hasn't done it yet. He only
Oh.
announced it. So he's gonna
Okay.
be working on it. He said
Yeah, it's a
July
spin-off
27th
manga.
is when he's gonna start.
Oh, okay.
This is risky though, because the same maker as Orimo. You know how it went for whenever they try to do a spin-off or
Yeah.
something, at the end
Yeah.
to push the story
Yeah.
when it didn't need to be pushed.
Then
Yeah. It
You know,
backfired pretty hard.
chaos.
It got
That was the
pretty
best
bad.
part of the series. I don't know what you're talking about.
Remember, guys, this is why Alec doesn't have a little sister.
All right,
Very
moving
close
on.
to
We'll be hopping into the next topic, which is
Oh,
Cells at
this
Work
is-
reveals the voice actors opening and the premiere date.
And the premiere.
This
when's-
Whoa.
is pretty big. I'm honestly looking forward to this. Cells at Work is like the Osmosis Jones, the anime.
yeah.
So we're gonna be getting it. The anime will premiere July 7th.
Hey, man,
So-
I'm just ready to get another working anime. It's been so long.
Yeah, technically it is working.
It's
Like,
working
inside.
Inside. Imagine working, except instead of a restaurant, it's like the restaurant
the
of your
restaurant
body.
in your
Holy-
body.
Yeah.
Yeah,
eat
it's
that.
pretty fun, honestly.
If they
I'm
have
ready
like
for this.
if they have like a club with like in the zit, kind of like an Osmosis Jones that I'm in.
Yeah.
There's no
man.
shots of them going inside someone's mouth.
Yeah.
Okay? I can't do that.
If
They-
Bill Murray
okay,
is
they're too
involved
small,
in the
right?
dub,
This is more
It's like
important.
microscopic.
Ever since Hatsune Miku ate me in VR, I can't watch that.
You're not into vor?
No.
Oh, you strike me as the type of
Oh.
person.
Unless she's a little sister.
You said it'll premiere on
obviously.
Saturday, July 7th.
Saturday, July 7th is when it's gonna premiere. Akane
That's pretty
Shimizu.
soon.
This
Is that with
first
everything
manga.
else in the summer season?
Yeah, so it will be coming out for the summer core. So be prepared for that.
Uranus.
Yeah, there's a lot of names I'm not gonna really go through. Yeah, that was a body joke. Good.
Quality comment.
She got bodied.
mass cell.
So
Sorry.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna save that for the actual
Whoa.
work whenever somebody else actually hops in there. There's a lot of
Yuichi
voice act-
Nakamura?
Yeah,
Wait,
Yuichi.
Hold on, I feel like I know
If you
him.
want to look it up, you can. I actually have.
You know-
There's a better list on the source. So
Isn't
if
my
you
anime
guys-
list still down?
My
Anyone
anime
else?
list is still down.
Why is
Oh,
that?
Because
That's the real news right here.
Why
do
is
realize.
my anime list down?
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
You know, there's
Fucking
like conspiracy
hackers.
theory.
They're trying to skew the anime scores.
It's actually
in their
it's a big
favor.
ploy. It's a fan.
Are they doing that shit with Court in the House again? Where they
No, it's a setup,
Yeah.
boost up
man,
the votes?
where it's down because it's being hacked by like new anime. It's coming out.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
It's like what they did with
because
Sombra.
only the new ones.
They're trying to make Pop Team Epic into a perfect 10. on my
It is.
anime list.
It is,
You
though.
don't have to try.
try.
No, they're trying to break it, man.
But yeah, essentially, there's a huge line of voice actors if you want to check it out. But the big one, obviously, Kana Hanazawa will be playing the Red Blood Cell. The
What did
main
she
one.
do?
Pretty much. If you don't know who Kana Hanazawa is at this point, she's done quite a bit.
I'm trying to
With
remember
voice
what
actors,
character she's
and
done.
she's also a
Snake
singer.
girl from Bakemonogatari. Basically every cute girl that mattered in like the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, her and a group of the voice actors are going to be performing the opening theme called Mission Health First in English. I can't really see the name because it's getting blocked by the camera. So that's
Mission Kenko Daiichi?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Mission Health
Kenko
First.
Daiichi.
Wow.
I always like those openings where it's the cast singing it.
It's always, it's got life, and usually it's good. Sometimes you get really stellar performances, like Girls Last
Do
Tour,
we know?
where it was actually a good song. Very rare.
Do we know what body this is? Is it a woman's
I feel
body
like
or
they're
a
gonna
man's
pull off
body?
like a Lego movie thing, and it'll be like a huge, like, metaphorical surprise.
Yeah, we never know, but I really think it's we
Like,
don't know whose
there
body
has to
it
be
is,
something
but
to
it's got to
push
be
the plot.
something. Yeah,
It's a dog's body.
Yeah,
Or
it
something.
could
It's-
easily
it's,
be. We never
Nina.
know. But yeah,
Oh.
Kana Hanazawa has a star role.
I can make predictions. It's probably like It can't just be like them trying to function. Like there has to be outside. There has to be a plot.
I mean, there was a plot in terms of like there were like viruses and it was
so
fought
they're
by all
attacked.
that, and
I
they
mean,
were
it's
definitely
probably
talking
like
about
cancer
that.
or something, and there's gonna be.
I just gotta make a
stuff.
quick
That would
addendum
be
to
cool.
Kana Hanazawa because if my friend sees this, he'll put me on blast for getting it wrong. She does cute girls, but she's also been interested in doing crazy girls. So she does cute,
Cute
and crazy girls.
So Megamin.
Cute and crazy.
Not mega.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking
Cute
that's
crazy.
But like
Nori?
yandere crazy.
Right.
Like Gasayuno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or she did that chick from Akame got killed, the one with the puppy,
Oh yeah.
and the puppy ate someone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was cool.
That was cool.
And then on top of
Puppy
that,
violence.
on top of the opening, we also know who is set for the ending. We have Claris will
Wow,
be doing the ending.
Clary S.
It will be called Cheers.
Cheers.
With an S at the end, a capital S.
Smile.
Sweet.
Said
You had one job.
Game, man. That's a new game right there.
A new game.
Rest in peace.
Hey, I like a good
Man,
That is good.
speaking of sadistic.
Moving. Oh, whoops. Hit the wrong button. Hold on a
Uh-oh.
second.
Whoa,
FL.
FLCL.
There we go.
The
Fully-
Pillows
Here we
US
go.
concert tour.
Yeah, this was big
Hey.
news. It was announced literally Wednesday night, and I threw this in here.
Dude,
So
I
fully
really
fully
like
coolly-
live performance news.
I
man.
mean, I think it's cool. If anybody wants to go
It's
see
coolly.
it's fully and it's coolly.
oh, San Francisco.
So yeah, fully coolly. The Pillows U.S. concert tour. Since Adult Swim announced that they are doing fully coolly progressive and alternative, they got the Pillows here in the U.S. So they said, yeah, why not? We'll tour them in 6 cities around the U.S.
There's huge news, man. They're actually something our audience can go to
Exactly.
for
So
the most part.
yeah,
If you're in California, I expect to
Yeah.
see you at all of
See
these
you
locations.
there.
yeah. So first up, there's Cambridge, Massachusetts. That's going to be on July 10th at the Sinclair. New York, July. It's going to be on July 12th at
Thanks,
the Gramercy
Sinatra.
Theater. Seattle, Washington, July 15th at the Neptune. And then Portland, Oregon on the 16th at the Hawthorne Theater. And San Francisco is going to be at the on July 18th at the August.
Missed opportunity there. Should have been
That's
on
all there.
August.
August,
Yeah.
yeah. August at the August Hall.
But it's life sometimes.
And then the last but not least, Los Angeles,
L.A.
July 19th. That'll be at the Regent. So,
Reggiante.
Yeah.
Legende.
but yeah, Fully Coolly Progressive is set to be released on Toonami on
Tomorrow.
June 2nd.
Yeah, who
It's
even
tomorrow.
has Tsunami, man? That's
Tomorrow.
nostalgia.
Hopefully it's good.
Oh yeah, it is tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh man, you better
Hopefully.
get
Hail Mary at this
your
point, but
your foolies ready for that.
Get your foolies coolie.
Cool-lead.
Your
You're fully
foolies
coolly
coolied. Progressive.
progressively.
Progressively fooled.
Full-
Cool. but
Fool-
like-
This joke's
Cool.
over. All right.
don't worry, you'll still not know what the fuck Fully Coolly is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you know who what Fully Coolly is,
You're
don't.
lying to
Yeah, you're
yourself.
lying to yourself. You don't know the answer.
What are you doing?
But you know what isn't a lie? It'll be
In April.
FLCL alternative.
It's
This is
coming in
September.
September.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
shit.
birthday month.
And you know what else is in September?
He has no idea what's coming up.
Right.
But he's actually almost right there. Feel the Wind novel is gonna get adapted into an anime. Feel the Wind.
What
What's
is
it about?
Feel the
Marathon racing or
It's
something?
about marathon racing.
Oh,
Whoa.
whoa! You got the
So-
point across.
Kazuya Nomura, the guy who did Joker game, is set
Okay.
to produce this under production IG.
IG. Man, what's the last thing they did that mattered?
Yeah, I don't know.
Look this
I don't
up.
know. You could have a look at that. Takahiro Chiba will be on character design. He's the guy who's responsible for all the Haikyuu art and design for that. But yeah, we'll hop over to that. So
Josie
it's
the Shell?
all about
Neon
a round
Genesis
trip
Evangelion.
college race, or the Hakyode Iden,
the beginning.
which is the biggest university relay,
Maybe.
and the race is held every January from the 2nd to the 3rd.
Oh.
And it's a huge race. It literally spans over 135 miles. But
damn.
it's
they're doing
taken in different
Cool.
steps. So we're gonna have a lot to look at there. It's all about marathon racing. And
Oh, they did Magical Circle Mahojin Guruguru, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
That's really,
I don't know
that's
what
an
that
underdog
is.
series right
it's
there.
an amazing old
Speaking of
series.
underdogs, which is the theme of the anime, they did Ballroom Yokoso
oh, okay.
as well.
That was a good show.
Neck the anime,
Yeah, neck, neck, not Attack on Titan. But
not Attack on
the
Titan,
other-
but still
small,
Next.
small neck.
small,
Skinny neck, the anime.
Yeah, thin neck.
The neck.
And all the ghosts.
They
in
did
the
Psycho
Shell.
Pass.
Yeah,
and Attack on Titan. And
yeah.
Kuroko no Bass Squash.
But squash, not like this.
Kuroko no Bass Squash.
Not like this. But yeah, it was published in 2006 in September of 2006. Got a live action adaptation in October of 2009. So now it's finally getting picked up. It's set for October, which in other words, a lot easier to remember. It'll be there for the fall 2018 season. So we have a lot of that to look forward to if you're going to be looking into all that as well. So yeah, feel the wind. It's gonna be something new.
Contrary to popular belief, it's not about flatulence.
Yeah,
I
it's
knew you were
not
gonna
about
go
breaking
there.
the wind.
I
It's
knew
about
you were
It's
gonna
feeling
go
it. It's the
I
after
like the
effect.
time. I like the time.
It's
Spoiler
the
alert,
result.
that's
It's the
the secret
consequences.
technique.
but that's gonna be the.
Hey, if you fart hard enough, you'll be the fastest man alive.
Yeah, like
You'll also be dead.
wouldn't
Usain
you like go further?
I mean-
if you just do like a quick.
If we're really talking about marathon racing, one, it's really bad thing you do to your body is to run a marathon. It's terrible. Two,
Don't do it.
when you gotta poop in a marathon,
You do it.
you just poop.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
You feel the wind.
Don't do a marathon, but if you do, just do
Just
do the boo.
Just wear a diaper if you really feel comfortable about it.
I feel like
Or
they
maybe
do
it's
that.
an anime about victory.
You never know.
Because they feel the wind.
A
Duh.
victory.
The previous win.
Because they won, so they winned.
They won.
It's the past tense.
If
Yeah,
they
the
ever
past
do
sense
a
of win.
If
Yeah,
they ever do a
of
second,
If they
season,
done one, they done
Winded.
win.
they should do feel the second win.
There you go. But yeah, that I believe that's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
speaking of feeling
sources.
the wind,
there will be a lot more sources if you guys want. Will be posted in the Discord.
yeah, feel
We
the
got
wind
a
of
lot
that.
of sources.
Everything is right there now. This way.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That
feel
way.
free to follow us on these if you want
On
to
the-
check out the Discord right here.
Whoa.
Point there. That's
Runway. that
do
thing.
that thing, and
Anyway.
we'll always respond.
There we go. I got it.
Yeah, because no one in the first place. So, I mean, I'm usually there because I'm there managing the
Man,
whole thing.
speaking of social,
There are too many pages.
We'll be
this
moving to
week's
Underdogs.
theme is underdogs.
Yeah, Underdogs is the theme this week, so we're not necessarily talking about like characters who are always under. We're talking about series that people haven't necessarily touched on.
I'm more
So,
of a
yeah.
cat person.
so
Me too.
Undercats. Go.
Thundercat.
Undercat. Thundercats.
So we're actually going to be doing this in a new segment. It's called we're going to be categorizing and then recommendation.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
what you
Ha,
did
you see what I did there?
I see what you did
Recall
there.
It's like a suggestion, except an isekai.
Yeah, it's also an isekai
These are suggestions from
in
another world.
in another world with my suggestion.
Another word of my shitty anime.
In another suggestive world.
In another world that's a light novel.
Yeah, so
Isekai.
Risekai, Risekai Shokuro.
Oh, you should just name something Risekai at this point.
It's just like it's like an isekai where people go back to the world
In
that they were
another
from.
It's like Back
in
to
the
the
former
Future.
world from another world.
Yeah.
Back to another world.
Yeah.
It's like Back to the Future.
Yeah.
In
I see
another
happening.
world from another world.
What's the next big? You have to include Battle Royale in that somehow.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like Battle
Real.
Battle Royale.
50 worlds dropped onto another
Worlds.
island. Drop into a single
It's an
island.
And
island.
they have to battle it out.
They have to battle to
Isn't
become
that basically
the only
Thor
world left.
Ragnarok?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
So yeah, we'll be talking spring 2018 shows.
Spring.
We'll essentially have everybody kind of
Get
chime
sprung.
in. But we will be starting out with my pick. I will be going over Hisone no Masatan.
Whoa, what's that?
Hisone no Masatan is about
Spoilers.
Amakasu Hisone, who's a new recruit from the Japanese Air Self-Defense Base in Gifu. And essentially, she's kind of like this awkward girl, but she gets called up to go to Hangar 8, which nobody has ever known about. It's not even on the map. And so they're trying to figure out, what's in Hangar 8? But she finds out that she was chosen by an organic transform flyer, or as I'm going to be forever calling it, OTF.
Oh, tofu.
Yeah, an Otofu.
Otofu.
Or
But-
Jeff.
In other words, just to make it a lot easier, it's a dragon. It's a dragon. You pilot a dragon.
That's pretty cool.
So it's essentially How to Train Your Dragon, but it's
How to ride your dragon.
it's pretty much it's more about the dragons teaching the pilots how to like
I was
live
gonna
with
say-
life
That's cool.
and be
that
happy with their
actually
life,
sounds really
rather
cool.
than them just being like, okay, we're learning how to pilot dragons.
Dragons.
Cool. The dragons are like the main source, but it's mainly about self-discovery and figuring out how you are as a person.
Can I make a quick
Yeah.
shout out to Dragonaut The Residence, which did the same thing, except it was a god awful show that no one should watch.
Shout out to Dragonfly, this old '90s cartoon show,
Shout out
which
to
had nothing
Enter
to
the
do with
Dragon.
dragons.
Yeah, shout out to Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. No, but anyways, yeah,
Shout out to Dragon Quest
it's all about
builders.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to that.
Yeah,
Dragon
well,
Quest.
Why not, man?
But yeah, the reason why I would recommend this is kind of an underdog series. Not a lot of people are talking about it. First off, dragons are cool.
It is hard to.
Was this
find.
animated by fucking... Was it... KyoAni or some shit? Or?
No. It's I forgot the name.
It's
It's
in
pretty.
Bones. It's Bones.
It's pretty as fuck.
It
Bones?
is. It looks
Oh,
great.
yeah,
wow.
but
I did not
Bones.
know
Bones
it
is
was
on top
yeah.
of this.
I did not
With
know this
Bones.
classified as
Yeah.
underdog.
But it's like a more unique kind of pretty. They
Yeah.
have like thicker lines and like it's kind of this like this is very unique art style
Yeah.
that you don't really see that often. Like it's not.
Plus, the
mainstream at
ending's in
all.
French.
Yeah, dude,
I
that's
thought
great.
people love this shit.
Yeah,
It is. No, everyone who sees it loves it, I think. But it's just that not many people know about it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty true because, like, you know, you can look at all the ratings or the people that have it on their My Anime list. Not right now, currently, but before. And, you know, not a lot of people checking it out. It's definitely lower on the list.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of want to bring it up. Dragons are cool. They're really chill overall. They're like a really tame beast. for
Dude,
the most
all
part.
female cast.
All
man.
female cast.
What's not to love?
Um,
That's like all I look for. in
But the
anime.
thing is, like, they're not like, you know, beautiful. They're not like always hot or anything. It's
Yeah,
more
it's
like
not about being super attractive. It's
Yeah.
about being
it's all
their
about.
personality.
Yeah.
As long as there's no first-person shots of her going inside the dragon's mouth.
Oh well, no.
Then you'll be fine.
It's third person.
I might
It's a
check.
third-person thing where
I
it's
mean, you
it's
can-
more like the only way how to get.
How do they connect with the dragon?
That's okay.
You'll
They-
It's kinda
I
like
Do
feel
they
like
avatar it
you
with
have
hair?
to.
rub its
Yeah, you
colon
could
a
know.
bit.
It's not really spoilers since it happens in the first episode, right?
You have to
Okay.
get eaten by it.
Yeah, you have to get the way how you get chosen by the dragon is that it has to eat you. So you
That's
get swallowed.
cool.
You get
That's
me, I-
pretty cool.
I covered myself
Look,
in
man.
fucking
no,
barbecue
no.
sauce.
You
It's-
you
it is-
stand there
it's a
and it
dragon.
chooses to eat you.
Oh man.
Like, and then if you get eaten,
Metaphorically,
throws you
eat
back up.
right?
No, like,
No,
literally.
like
you
it
go
eats
to its
you,
mouth, you
and
go
then-
down its neck, and you reside within its.
You-
gastric
So if they
Stomach.
spat, so if they spat you out.
My
then they
question
reject
exactly:
you?
does it shit you out when you're done?
Yeah,
it doesn't.
It
It does
can,
not.
What is the-
but it doesn't.
what is, like,
That's-
the
that's
yeah,
the
this is
emergency
it.
code.
Yeah.
If you remember the.
Oh yeah,
episode
if
2 or 3.
you do it wrong,
If it's
yes.
Like,
if
does-
you mess up,
Like,
that's
it-
it.
like,
That's the
what
worst
if
case.
the dragon like bails out like halfway through? He's like, okay, never mind. I don't want this guy anymore. Have they
Just
done
vomits
that?
you out.
Yeah, it just eats you and vomits you out immediately. So it
Okay.
won't allow you to reside in its
It's
stomach,
got the
which is
full.
pretty cool.
Okay,
The
but
dragon
how do they get
breathes
out of it?
fire if it has?
How do they
you
get out of the
inside
There's
dragon?
no fire
doesn't breathe
breathing.
fire.
It's just flying. It's an organic
It's-
transformed
No
flyer.
elementals.
It's perhaps
but
it's
so-
a dragon.
Does
It's
one of the
not
pilots carry a flamethrower inside of them?
No.
What's
And
the-
shoot
what's-
fire?
What's the
through dragon's mouth?
antagonist of this?
The antagonist is more of the
Themselves.
characters themselves, which is great.
Oh.
It's like them holding themselves back because of like social like ideals, like things that are stacked on top of them. Like they're like, oh, if you're a dragon pilot, you should be badass, right? Like
Yeah.
they're like, oh, you should be a badass girl. You should be able to do whatever. But these girls are very insecure.
Kink shame.
Yeah.
You know, oddly enough,
Darling and the
Amakasu-
Dragon.
Basically, I mean,
Yeah.
Amakasu is like one of the best characters this season. I think just because like her
Dragon of the
personality.
I like that better.
It's
Dragon
like
of the Franks.
she's very honest, but to a fault.
But
She's
then
like
they would go
that character where it's like she'll
That's a
say the
simple
first thing that
point.
comes to her mind, and then not care about like the repercussions.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
That's what I like about the series. It's very chill, down to earth.
A lot of good comedy. It's surprising.
Yeah, it's,
Like the weird thing about it is like I don't feel compelled to like have it as my number one anime,
yeah.
but whenever I do get to watching it, I don't dislike a single episode. Like
Exactly.
it's very pleasant. That's like my best explanation for it. It's just a pleasant
Trying
anime.
He's caressing Kana.
Hey, don't
Oh.
lewd.
We're talking
The
about
love.
dragons. We might as well.
Yeah,
yeah,
Lady
so-
dra-
Yeah, so that's exactly why. If you guys ever want to try out Hisone no Masatan, let us know. We also have a Discord section just for Hisone. So if you guys do want to chat with me
Cool.
and Tim about it, go for it.
Neat.
Moving on, we have Tim's pick.
Boom. All
Here we
right,
go.
guys. Anime of the season. Calling it right now. It's already been called. I called it at the beginning of the season.
He did.
Boom. Hina Matsuri. #1 comedy anime of probably the last 10 years, I'd go to say. Better than Konosuba. I don't care what
Really?
haters say. You know, Konosuba is
Really?
pure comedy. You
That's
have all that
big.
stuff. But Hina
Big
Matsuri,
statement.
it's just written better. You know,
Really?
I mean, Konosuba, you know, it's funny and it's like ridiculous, but it's like
It doesn't go
Hinamatsuri
deep.
is like
It doesn't go
it's
deep,
written
right.
in a way that just, you know, it has its moments where it's not all, you know, garbage. And, you know,
What's it about?
you know, Hinamatsuri is about a lot of things. It's about friendship and love. But we'll start from the beginning here. From this
shitting on
great-
Konosuba.
So, hey, you know,
That's
I'm not.
great stuff, right?
Konosuba is one of the best comedy animes of all time. But I think
I agree with that.
because of that, it's important to compare it. I mean, that's why I'm comparing it to Konosuba.
It's like
Because like Konosuba right now is like the standard, in my opinion, for like
It's
you
like
know
comparing Seinfeld
how funny
to
anime can get.
Just Shoot Me. I don't know.
Anyways, what's Hinamatsuri about? Let's start from
All right, guys, check out this synopsis that I pre-wrote. It's really nice. So,
I'll cut to my reaction so we can't see you reading.
Yoshifumi Nita has it all. Money, status, woman, everything a high-ranking
Woman?
Yakuza like
A
him would
single woman?
want. Hey, you know, he has one beforehand.
Oh,
You see
okay.
that in the show.
Okay.
You know, one fateful day, a mysterious girl named Hina
my
from
reaction.
another world, or dimension, or time, we don't know yet,
We don't know yet.
crashes into his private condo, destroying his precious vase collection in the process.
no.
He had a
He
lot of
quickly
bases.
discovers that his life of luxury is over, as Hina reveals that she has incredibly powerful psychic abilities. Follow their adventures as Nita struggles to prevent Hina from destroying the world.
That's actually a really solid synopsis. But yeah,
So, you know, as you see that, I mean, that basically goes over. I'm not gonna spoil it. It's basically Mob
This
Psycho,
is Mob Psycho.
except if Mob was,
even
would
more
not-
socially inept.
well, if he was like actually a psycho, you know what I mean? Like
I mean,
he
to-
didn't, like he doesn't
Yeah.
give a shit about human. Well, he doesn't know how to interact with humans to a point where it's like selfish. It's like you just don't know how to interact, or you don't
Period.
know empathy. Basically, it's like Mob Psycho without empathy, and he's from another
Mob Psycho without empathy.
universe,
Yeah.
dimension.
Don't watch
whatever.
the live action show. That's what that is.
Yeah, lucky for you guys,
Don't watch.
Hinamatsuri
Please
is
do
live
not
action.
watch Mob
Yeah.
Psycho the live action. It is so bad.
But
It is
Hinamatsuri
very
is
bad.
actually alive in some ways, you could say. Well, basically, you know, a lot of people think it's just comedy anime. On the outside, it's very funny. You got great comedic timing. That's what I think sets it apart from Konosuba or like other things. Like Konosuba has great timing as well, but it's also just like over the top all the time. I
Mhm.
think, and that's what they saw, which is like, you know, it's good, especially if you like anime like Nichijou or like Daily Lives of High School Boys. That are kind of like in the same category, where it's just like, you know, chaotic humor all the time, and you know,
Literally not.
okay. But you know, Hinamatsuri, it's just well written. You know, it's got great timing everywhere, but like in a smart way, where you have ups and downs. You know, it's not just all, you know, all high volume, not all high energy, and
It has
does
some
that to-
feels.
Yeah, it has feels.
It has
It's like,
feels.
the reason why, you know, it just sets up with all these highs of like funniness. It also has like those moments that just kill you because, you know, they come out of the blue, like gut punches
Yeah.
or sucker punches of just like, man, you know, that's sad. It's real. You know, character development unmatched this season by far. I don't know any other show. I mean, spoken to Hero Academia, but it's like, it doesn't compare.
Hero
It's just standard.
Megalobox.
It's like Megalobox.
Those are up there.
Ultimate
Yeah.
underdog. Hero
Well, they're not underdogs, but you know, it's like comparing to, you know, the heavyweights of the season.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why you go toe to toe, or if not better, I would say, than all the anime you're following right now, camera. But you know, there's it's just worth watching. I think anyone who watches the first episode will understand it. It'll just grab you. It's just a matter of watching or not. So definitely check it out.
Yeah. I also have to. Oh, we've totally forgot to do this. Isono no Masatan comes out on Saturdays. Hinamatsuri comes out today,
Mhm.
Fridays. So just if you guys do want to catch up on it, just know that they're airing on. Hinamatsuri airs on Fridays. Hisono no Masatan. It airs on Thursday. It doesn't get subbed till Friday, not released till Saturday. That's just how it is.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, because it's so underdog.
You can
anime.
watch it as early as Friday, but you have to be like on top
Yeah.
of things. Quotation marks. Hinamatsuri is always Friday.
Always Friday. And
Always
it's
Friday.
on Crunchyroll, so it's pretty solid, pretty safe to assume that it's going to be up in like an hour.
Mhm.
So now we will go to CJ's pick.
All right. So be the beginning. It is a Netflix exclusive show. And the way I would describe it is a crime drama with supernatural elements.
Super bees.
Sector
Yeah.
Kaisens.
A little bit, yeah.
Are there bees in this show?
No, there is
It's
the
only
letter
the
B.
beginning.
Only the first B.
B.
Yeah, there's only one B.
The red bee.
The
the
beginning.
boneless bee.
Yeah. All right. So a quick synopsis: in the nation of Cremona, which is like sort of like this like island nation, it's very European, but it's very isolated. So
Everybody speaks Japanese.
yeah, and so they have like this community called the Royal Inspection something. What didn't he write it here? Oh, they're basically like a team of investigators and like a police force. Because they're so isolated, they have kind of a lot of crimes, to be honest. And they have like this wave of this one crime by this anti-hero called Killer Bee.
The beginning.
Yeah. So Killer Bee, he's killing
Bees.
no.
It's like a Naruto.
Yeah, he raps.
I wish. But he's killing bad guys, killing
bee,
criminals.
Bad guys.
Yeah.
Bee.
Maybe.
Baddies.
Bad guy.
he's killing criminals.
That's cool.
And the reason why I like it, it's sort of like in that genre. I was talking to Tim about it in the car. It sort of is in that era of like the mid 2000s where there was a lot of like dark, very grounded sci-fi shows like Ghost in the Shell, Standalone Complex, Death Note, and all that stuff. Like very dark and serious shows. Like this is not a show for kids. This is not a happy show.
Like Made in Abyss, it's very happy.
Yeah. Made in Abyss is very happy indeed.
Six-layer dip.
But
Nacho dip for Super Bowl.
But yeah, like I just like it because like the team, the investigation team, like they all have their different quirks. Like there's this one character named Kyla who's like she's like basically the hacker of the group. You always see her like in this setup where there's like literally 10 screens in front of her. She has like these like steps for like extra key clicks kind of thing. And she's a total.
More hacking.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, she's great. She's one of the best characters. And then Keith, the main character, he has certain ties with Killer Bee, both in the supernatural sense and in like serious sense. Like he actually killed a person that Keith knows, so he's trying to find him to see like if there is more of a connection with him.
Did they all start with K?
No.
Are they
K?
No. That'd be hilarious.
That's Knitting?
Although now that I think about it, the real Killer Bee's name, it does start with K. So maybe there is a connection to that. But no,
connection?
with a Kokoro?
Connect.
Bill or K.
But yeah, I just think this is very underrated because it's a Netflix exclusive and like
So no one's watching?
so no one's watching
Roasted.
it. No one's watching it, but you know it's shadowed over like shows like Doman Crybaby or Violet Evergarden and stuff.
Anything else that came out?
Like and all those shows that had problems with like distributing out to like the US or whatever, like if you wanted to watch it legally, you know.
Yeah.
But no, here comes a show. It came out like in like early March. And yeah, it was the whole show. It was all 12 episodes. And when I started watching it, I started watching the Japanese dub, and it was really good. But I was like very curious and watched the English dub, and it was like probably one of the best English dubs
An
I've.
actual good English
Yeah,
dub.
it was probably like one of
Did
the
I
good
feel
ones that I've watched in quite some time. I'll be very honest.
Since what?
Since
Ghost Stories?
Bebop.
no, I wouldn't say Bebop. I don't know.
How about
Yeah,
Black
no.
Clover?
Black Clover.
Black Clover. Black Clover was at least tolerable, But yeah, a lot of people have Netflix, and
A lot of people like anime.
a lot of people like anime, so you should check this out.
Wow. Give Netflix a chance. That's
Give-
a news
give-
story for today.
Give Netflix a chance.
Leave
Give it
Net-
its due.
Leave Netflix alone.
Leave Netflix alone, but still go to it and watch
But like,
shows.
don't leave it
Don't
alone.
leave it-
Needs company.
But yeah,
If it asks you, you're still watching, say yes, but no at the same time.
I mean, if you don't like the anime, you just watch some stand-up comedy by the time.
Yeah, you can watch that new.
between-
Take Nataro's new
this
stand-up
season
is great.
Of, Chef's Table. That's pretty good.
it's not like this.
Just don't watch that Mob Psycho live action.
Yeah, just,
Don't.
I know it's on Netflix.
Just don't.
Just watch the Death Note
That's
live
the
action.
dark.
Just not that one either.
I enjoy
don't
that
watch
from a
any of them.
very
Don't watch
standpoint.
anime live action.
Okay, so
Don't
yeah,
watch
Alec.
real people.
Alec came in super late, so
But,
sadly,
we don't have
do
a
you
slide
do you got
thing
something
here,
you
right?
want to recommend?
yeah.
Last
From
two
this
shows,
season, from
two
this
shows.
season.
Yeah. Okay.
just quick mentions.
I said the first one already. It was To Be Heroine.
Mhm.
It's
It's like hell.
so
It's basically
so there was it's a sequel technically to To Be Hero, which made by the same studio. Really weird anime. It's also really good for different reasons, but it's not like a sequel. It's like kind of just like in the same
universe.
in a similar universe, but they're not really connected. They have different characters and everything like that. So you don't have to watch To Be Hero, but you might get a couple references thrown at you from To Be Hero, so you can watch it. They're both really short. It's like 15-minute episodes. So, but I highly recommend it just from what it does on its own, as it's not really important that you watch To Be Hero, and again, it's isekai as shit. I guess both of them were technically isekai as shit, but not really.
Why don't people
So you're
just
telling us
watch?
to watch Isekai.
Only because this one
It's good.
does it really good. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
It must
I
be
can't
good.
really explain anything more about that show without
Spoiling.
spoiling some really funny shit that happens in that show. But take my word for that. The other show you were thinking of was Last Period.
Owari Mana Water Rot.
I'm also watching still. If you like gotcha games and hate yourself, that's a really great show. Because
I like both.
that's a sick parody. Okay, it's based on a gotcha
I
game
like hating myself.
that's actually
I like
out in
both.
Japan. You can't play it here. I mean, you can play it here, but you won't understand what's happening in it.
Yeah,
It's also called Last Period, yeah. So you might not get a lot of the jokes. There's literally, I don't mind spoiling this because it doesn't really make sense. There's literally a beach episode in that show, which is the fan service episode,
Right, like all of.
in the sense that like they're all in swimsuit clothes, but they also throw out a lot of popular characters from the gotcha in that episode, and it makes zero sense for people who don't play the gotcha, but it's like, oh my god, they're literally servicing their fans in this episode
So it'd
in
be
the
like
most
a-
like blatant way possible. Like they're all wearing swimsuits in that episode, and there's literally no story besides, hey, check out all these characters that you love if you play the game. And I get that show on such a fundamental level. There's also an episode which is the most Kimono Friends I've ever absorbed in a single anime, because I
Without
actually
Kimono
haven't
Friends.
watched Kimono Friends.
Kimono.
But
it was your dose of Kimono
Episode
Friends.
7 is a straight up Kimono Friends parody. It even has a parody of the fucking controversy where the director or something got fired.
Yeah.
It's a big parody of that scandal
Wow.
as well.
Wow.
Which I'm like, they fucking went there.
That's crazy.
Episode 3 or 2, I believe, references another anime like really hard because they had a fucking collab at the same time in the gacha game. Anyways, I'm going off a tangent. Really nice surprise. I mean, you don't really have to play the gacha game to get everything. I just hop on Reddit after every episode if there's some parts that made no sense, and then they make sense.
What's the show
They
called
just
again?
find it.
Last Period?
Last
How about the
period.
second part?
Is there a period at
Yeah,
the
no,
end
it's
of
last
last
period.
period?
There's a colon and then,
okay.
Oh,
This is
Owari
the
something
last
or another.
period.
Last
Still
period,
matters.
colon, journey to the ends of despair or something like that.
Oh.
That's a great.
Yeah.
subtitle.
Yeah.
So yeah, check that out.
Check
rest
out
of the
all these
seasons.
shows.
You know, there is always going to be underdogs in every season, and your best bet is if you don't go through us, you know, just watch the first episode, first couple minutes, see if you like it.
Yeah.
Just hit the random button on Crunchyroll. and
I
see-
Yeah.
see what
I
shit
like
is
the
up.
3-episode rule, like for like anything. I feel like if a show doesn't grab you in 3 episodes, then
Yeah.
get out of there.
Or you know, if it's just like not to your liking, 'cause sometimes
Yeah.
you'll
Sometimes
be
first
watching
episode.
like High School DxD and be like, you know, maybe I'm not into hentai. So,
Me mad.
I more or less just follow through nowadays. Now that I have enough free time. I mean, I watched all of Glass Slip, and that really tapered my expectations for bad
Why?
anime. I don't know.
Why
I thought
did
it would
you do
go somewhere, and then it didn't go somewhere. That being
It
said,
never
Oh,
went
man.
anywhere.
I have developed a huge
It
tolerance
had
to
no
shows that
concept
don't
going
go
on.
anywhere, so I can follow through on a bad anime.
So our next recommendation, Glass Slip.
We actually
Remember,
have.
guys.
if
we
you
do
hate
have a
yourself,
bonus
if you
one.
actually hate yourself and don't play gacha games,
alright, guys, remember to watch Fractale.
Not like this.
oh god.
Pepe.
Anyways, Tim and I actually have a bonus one. Sorry, I've been fiddling around here trying to get everything up on
Bonus
Discord.
stage.
Boku no Hero
Boneless.
Academia, little known anime.
Yeah, just a
Little known.
little known anime
Little
known
known.
as
Shokugeki no Soma.
Roku Hodo
Yotsuri.
Yotsuri Bayori.
Whoa!
So
What's
I actually
that?
just watched this with my grandmothers downstairs. 'Cause
Really?
They
yeah.
did it?
Yeah,
Did
they came over and I was like, hey, like
Check
they're
this out. It's
like
you.
we were eating and they're like, oh well, I can't like play like Boku no Hero or
Yeah.
Shokugeki no Soma because there's way too much stuff for elderly people to really follow.
Dude,
Nah,
what
it'll be
better
fine.
than old people eating in a cafe to show it to old people eating in a house?
In a house, exactly. So, do you want to go over the synopsis? Or you want me to do it?
Sure, you
I
want me to
never
read
heard of
my
this. Let's go.
delicious synopsis that I wrote?
Yeah,
yesterday?
go for it.
As a young boy, Sui loved to watch his grandfather brew delicious tea in his cozy hole-in-the-wall cafe, the Roku Hodo. When his grandfather passed away, Sui inherited the restaurant and hired a few of his friends to keep the soothing atmosphere alive. No customer leaves unhappy as the Roku Hodo quickly becomes a relaxing haven for all who enter. But how long will that happiness last? Watch Sui and his friends try to keep the Roku Hodo alive as Sui's dark and mysterious past comes back to haunt him. So,
I mean, that's technically true, but there's also like,
it's there's a lot of.
It's really
I
stretched.
really colored that.
yeah, you
for
really
obvious reasons.
colored
But
it.
I have high hopes for this anime. They do. I'm trying not to spoil it too much, but it does go a direction. But for those who don't know, it's really just
Whoa.
a
Thanks
cozy
for the
slice of
follow.
life show. It's episodic. Thanks for the follow.
Let me get that real quick. Sorry,
You'll pull up his name, man.
it's
we
like
got
Kimono Cat or something.
Komodo Dragon.
Komodo-
Speaking of dragon, Kimono Friend.
No, but yeah, the reason why
Sorry,
we
we
should
have bad
watch.
eyesight, by the way.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? We actually have the commands list. Hold on, I can do it from here. Nope, that's the wrong one.
Balls exposed.
You know what? No, there it is. No, wait. Actually, you know what? It should be. It should have shown up in chat. That's a feels bad. You know
Does
what?
it show up in chat?
It should have.
They-
Well,
Oh, yeah,
anyway.
you're right.
Yeah,
Maybe
I-
Annotations for people that unfollow.
Yeah, you know what? We'll get that in a second. But in the meantime, the reason why you should watch it, very cozy anime. And on the surface, it looks really like, oh, it's just a bunch of dudes running a restaurant.
Yeah, first, like, okay, it's like for me personally, like, I have pretty high standards for like slice of life anime because first of all, it's all guys, all male characters, and usually I never watch a cast with like all male characters who are like super manly, and it obviously seems like they're catering to like
a
a
audience.
female audience who'd be like, yeah, we'll have big strong male character cast, or just like being gentlemen, that kind of stuff. But in this case, it actually works out as it's just very wholesome. Think Gakuen Babysitter is kind of wholesome, that kind of stuff. Where it's just sometimes it's just calm and cozy, but there are other times it hits you when it we expect it at least. You got feels,
Yeah,
out of nowhere. It's like, oh shit, I guess this is the cue to be fucked up.
Yeah, it's a very good series overall. Like the way how they do it is like they bring it up to you as like, oh, we're running a restaurant, whatever. But at the same time, it's more about how they react to their customers and how they help their customers, rather than about the actual shop itself, which is really nice.
Yeah, it's like it's just an episodic. So far, it's episodic. There does seem to be an underlying arc, which I briefly mentioned in the synopsis, but I'm not gonna spoil any of that because it's part of the surprise. Because you do go in thinking like, oh shit, it's just cozy, slice of life, food anime.
Hot anime dudes.
Yeah, I mean just nice guys, nice gentlemen doing gentleman things, treating their customers. I feel like there's a similar, like it'd be like any Butler anime, almost. But not that Butler. But just them being nice, and it's. I mean, if you've seen like Isekai Shokudo, I believe, or all that other stuff. It's just that atmosphere. It's great to watch while you're eating. They have a lot of good food shots. If you're wondering for any other food anime to watch other than Shokugeki no Soma this season, there's this. And
Food.
Who doesn't like food? I mean, it makes you hungry.
Exactly.
And it's
That's
good.
why I don't like watching food.
Well, you have to watch it while eating. That's
I
the
always
only
watch
way to do
That's
it.
like the rule. I watch it while eating.
I watch too much.
But
Too
yeah,
much while eating.
yeah, but it's just overall a very pleasant anime. If you guys
I
want to
need to
pick
check
this
that out.
up, it is. I believe it airs on Tuesdays. Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Crunchyroll,
Tuesday.
all that-
Tuesday.
all that
Pretty sure it's
jazz.
Tuesday.
Tuesdays. We're pretty sure it's Tuesday. It could be Monday.
Yeah, Monday or Tuesday. Not
Yeah,
Wednesday. though.
Yeah, it's
people
definitely
will
not
figure it
Wednesday.
out.
It's
People
one of
will
those
figure
two.
it out.
Yeah, but it's
I'll
it's
check it out.
It's
That
not,
sounds fun.
It's a very
Yeah,
nice
that sounds
anime.
Once a
cool.
week.
It's just
Yeah,
nice.
once a
Yeah,
week.
it
It's
is.
once a week.
We're here once a week.
So yeah, moving on. I believe I should click on that. Hold on. Now we go into KU recommendations, and we're gonna go in opposite order. So we're actually gonna start with CJ.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. We're going straight to the next letter in the alphabet. It's C, the money of soul and possibility control.
Man, that sounds like
Or
a
just C. You can just call it C.
That's like
That's
a
totally
70s
fine.
band, man.
Um, Whoa, what happened to this?
No,
synopsis?
sorry. I'm trying to
know,
get Streamlabs up.
What was it?
Okay.
The see the power of
The C, the power of money and friendship kind of thing. That was our thing.
money and soul and
Not
possibility
C3
control.
or
Possibility
whatever,
control.
C3.
Dude, that sounds like a 670s band, you know? It's
Yes.
Like,
But it has nothing to do with that. So anyway,
what's it about?
C is Digimon, but with money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Digimoney.
Digimoney.
Well,
Get that Digimoney.
Dollar
So
Digivolve into-
Yoga is this economics student. He like really knows all about economics and the money system and stocks and all that jazz. So he's sucked into this world. This like clown dude is basically like, hey, you can become super rich if you do this. Just put your credit card in this ATM machine, and then
It's not a fucking.
That's a scam. Why would you listen to a clown who tells you, yeah, put your credit card here?
put your credit
I'm
card.
sold.
But the clown does magic stuff, so he's
I'm
like,
a knight.
okay, maybe.
I mean, you see a clown does magic, it tells you to do that.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Say no? It's gonna kill you.
I'm surprised they.
You never
didn't
know. Oh, yeah, true.
Prince from Nigeria or some shit.
But yeah. So he's entered in this world called the financial district, where
It's just
That's
downtown San Francisco.
exactly,
Isekai
exactly,
Stock market.
exactly. So in this world, money is everything. Money is your life. Money is your breath, your water, your food.
America.
Your everything. This is America, and but in this case,
Don't
it
go
is.
just
But in this case, it's Japan. So everyone is is titled as an entry. So they're entered into the overall cash flow, and then they have these things called the assets, which are like personified versions of their bank account and all this stuff. And yeah, they're basically monsters. Yoga gets like this cool like.
Is there personas?
They're basically, yeah, they're pretty much personas, but with money involved.
So it's like just Palace 3 all over again.
Exactly. Palace 3.
Yeah, which
Um,
they don't know about yet,
But
but
it's made of money.
we will be talking about that.
Okay. But yeah, so so they fight each other to get more money, and they basically have to fight all these different entries. And Yoga himself, he's like thinking like, what does it have to do with the real world? Like, is anything going on like in the real world? Like, is this money real? Is this money fake? Like, who knows? So he has to
Sounds
figure
like
that out.
Dot hack.
Yes, it's a lot like Dot Hack.
The beginning.
But the reason why I really like it, because like, it teaches a lot about economics in a very cool and interesting way, with fighting monsters.
Wow.
And basically, it's more entwined with Japanese economics, which is somewhat different than American economics, but
What have you learned from it?
Then you become a banker.
yeah. Well, I just learned that money is tied with a lot more than people think.
And then you buy 3 blue eyes white dragons.
Exactly. But yeah, it's a lot like Digimon, but with money. But it's not like that kind of show where it's like a Monster of the Week kind of show. Like it is more full of conspiracy and trying to figure out like what this whole world is about, and like just how it works kind of thing. And one thing I do really like is the opening is really cool. It is by one of my favorite Japanese bands, Nico Touches the Wall, who's done a lot of like Naruto openings.
I want to see Nico the Schwal.
Yeah. The lead singer's voice just has a really nice, unique voice. And this show is very nostalgic to me because like this was the very first show that I streamed online legally.
Wow, that's rare.
Yeah.
In 2011.
In
Legal
2011, when no one knew. Okay, here's the weird thing. Like, barely anyone knew what Crunchyroll was.
What's a crunchy?
I ate one before.
Netflix was only doing their like DVD stuff. They weren't really.
Wow, yeah,
they were like starting to do the streaming stuff. So the way I did it,
Funimation free on demand.
No, it was Funimation's YouTube channel.
Oh god.
And they had the freaking the whole series on there. They had like a bunch of stuff that they had licensed, and they had it there for free. The only catch is everything's in 480p.
Ooh,
But back in 2011, that was fine. That was okay.
Yeah, did we even have 1080 in 2011?
2011.
You wanna think that we always did?
I still think 720 might have been like the
You
top.
guys don't have
720
1080 yet.
We definitely
So-
don't have 1080.
But no, it's a
The
very
show isn't even in 1080.
no,
Yeah.
yeah. And the director Kenshi Nakamura, he later did Gatchaman Crowds, which is another show that I really like. Very stylish.
Is it like Gatchaman Crybaby?
No, it's not like that at all. But yeah, I really like it.
Can I
And
just
you should check it out.
chime in real quick here before you move on?
Yeah, go for
You
it.
mentioned the opening, but School Food Punishment does the ending to that show. One of my favorite bands that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
good
yeah,
bands.
that's right. That's right.
They have a bad habit of doing criminally underrated anime.
Yeah. This, by the way, this show bombed hardcore. Like only like 1,000 Blu-ray sales at the most, which is bad.
Yikes. Well, I mean, that's why it's an underdog, you know?
But I love it, and it's funny because it did bad with money,
And it's about money.
but it's about money.
Maybe people didn't want to face
Whoopsies.
the facts or the reality of life.
Exactly.
Yeah, they didn't want no money lecture.
All right, moving on.
But yeah,
we'll go to
great show.
Tim. We'll go to Tim. That's the wrong button. Let me close that up real quick and click on this one. There you go.
All right, guys.
Here we go.
Check it out.
Are we still talking about Underdog anime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is super
Do or don't.
popular, dude.
This?
Yeah.
No. Nah. It's popular for people who know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's a KyoAni joint. That movie.
Well, no, it's like
budget and
you gotta put this in perspective for KyoAni joints. Like Kyoka is KyoAni, but it's like the least known.
It's the underdog of
Kyoto
KyoAni.
animation. And it's
For
like
sure.
it's
I'll
like
take
people who like anime, man, they'll have seen this, but it's like you're not gonna see. Okay, let's take like I would say 80% of the people watching Darling in the Franxx, for example, will have never heard of Kyoka. It's like that kind of community. So like everyone past like all the basic, top tier or top mainstream anime like, Sword Art, Attack on Titan, Naruto, Bleach, all that stuff, One Punch Man.
This is like a level below that.
This is like a couple levels below that.
Yeah.
And then everyone starts breaking.
I'm just gonna toss in real quick before I forget. Kenobi, thank you for following.
Was it Kenobi?
Yeah, Kenobi Cast. He's my producer for all of the broadcast GG stuff.
Hello
I couldn't
there.
I couldn't see it fast
General
enough.
Kenobi.
We're blind. So all of us are blind. That's why the
That's why I have
screens are like
glasses.
all the way over. Well,
Kevin doesn't
you
have his
can't.
glasses
I don't have
on.
my glasses on. I have
Alex doesn't have
contacts
his
in.
glasses on.
I don't wear
CJ doesn't have
glasses.
his glasses on, so that's
I
why
only
we
wear
missed it.
glasses.
Yeah,
whenever-
sorry, Kenobi. But anyways,
You
back
all
to your
thought I
Kyoka.
didn't wear glasses, but I do.
I wear glasses only when I watch movies.
Velocitrus is asking, isn't Hayao Miyazaki directing the last episode of Darling in the Franxx.
That'd
that'd be hilarious.
See the
Cool.
weirdest art shit.
This feels
ever.
like a setup for a punchline. I really can't
That'd
tell
be
if that's
neat.
sarcastic. I feel like
I'm trying.
I'm
I'm gonna
probably-
try to. I'm gonna try to piece it
Speak
together.
of Quaker
I
Russell all
don't.
of a
I
sudden.
think it's just an absurdist, sarcastic joke.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's not ever going to touch.
Dude, if
That
Miyazaki,
series.
if Miyazaki went back to doing Lupin stuff, that would be
If he went
shit.
Yeah, I'd be down with that.
He would direct the last episode of Darling in the Franxx just to ruin the show forever.
Yeah, he'll be like, "This show was a mistake."
Then his
It
Just
name-
draws
was a
Totoro.
mistake.
He calls it a day.
You know, you should go back and do the last few episodes of Fractale. No. Anyways, Hyoka.
He'll just
Wow.
erase everyone's genitals and nipples and make them all celibate. That's how
Oh,
you
you're
finish off that show.
Then
What wedding?
just
But then it would
some
be great. But
some
then secretly, it would be great.
environmental message snuck in there. Like, wait, I mean, Darling in the Franxx does work because you're not supposed. Maybe that seems.
It's all about not messing with the
I know.
environment.
Yeah, it's a meme.
Yeah.
As she says, I mean, anyone
No,
can
but
tell.
like, if you were to,
It
follows
makes
the
sense.
it
It
follows
follows
the
its
same
mantra.
aesthetic as what
Nausicaa.
yeah, as
Yeah.
It's
Nausicaa.
very not.
It's
Darling
very
in the
Nausicaa.
last
Franxx.
episode of Darling
Well,
in the
Darling in
Franxx,
the Franxx is
Studio
basically
Shaft.
Nausicaa.
If you
And
think
the
about
Valley of the Franks.
it, yeah.
Oh my God.
No, well, it's more about. Honestly, it's more on the lines of, in my opinion, Mononoke, where it's like, the humans are messing with the land, and now they're
yeah.
paying for it.
Oh,
Like-
wow.
That's how the Collapsors ended up becoming a thing. That's
I
how
think it's like a mix.
all that stuff. Yeah, it's a bit of a mix, but it does follow the agenda that Mr. Miyazaki does push.
You say that
Yeah.
monster at the end of Princess Mononoke is like the big blue hand thing.
Exactly.
I think it falls more similar to My Neighbor Totoro because they share literally nothing in common.
I think it's because like they're Shinigami.
Yeah,
And-
yeah. There's a death
And
guy.
They go inside the Totoro.
Oh,
They
go inside the
cat
cat
bus.
bus.
The cat bus.
The cat bus is the Franks.
I did the math. The cat bus is the Franks. It's the Franks bus.
Hey, if,
Conspiracy wall in
if
the
any of you
back
guys,
here.
if you guys want to make that a thing and send it to us on KU,
Please.
we
I mean,
will
they have
gladly
two
post it.
girls, right?
But
In
they're
the cat
siblings in
bus?
that movie. They can't pilot the cat
Hey,
bus
maybe one of the
together.
nines are siblings,
Oh,
and they're also
no.
girls. We don't know that yet.
Anyway,
And
Hyoka.
damn. All right,
Anyway.
so back to Hyoka and the Franks.
It's not what the show's called.
You know,
But it is
I really
synopsis
like
for
this
you.
show.
It's a really good show.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, whether or not you could say, I want to say it's underrated to the majority.
Yeah, we
Although-
know about it,
but you should know
some,
about it.
Some people out
People
there don't
who-
know about it.
I mean, you two guys, you know enough about anime to know about Hyoka. It's like you get to a point where you only watch so much anime and not know about Hyoka. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
people will recommend it to you, or
You've
will
at least
stumble.
known of Hyoka
Yeah.
at some point, yeah. I mean, it's in my queue list. I watched the first couple seconds of it and then I passed out.
And then there's
I
actually
made that
getting
mistake.
around to watching it. But
Who's secretly crying too much.
I've been watching Violet Evergarden again.
Wait, when's OP or the OVA?
Oh, the extra episode?
Yeah, I feel like I missed
What
it.
is
It's in July.
July. Okay, good. No, I missed that. All right, so
July.
I wrote this
July.
really nice synopsis here. I'm just gonna read it word for word for you guys once
Not
again.
like this.
Because hey man, I put a lot of effort into synopsis. I spent like 5 whole minutes.
Wow.
Guys, here
Go
we go.
for it.
I'm pretty
Boom.
impressed.
Oreki Hotoro is a genius that can solve any mystery, but he has one weakness. He doesn't want to. As a cynical, right-minded skeptic who prioritizes efficiency, Hotoro strives to follow whichever path requires the least amount of his energy. Unfortunately for him, his intimidating sister had other plans for his future, resulting in him being forced to take over the dying classic literature club at his high school. All seems perfect for him at first, as the only student in the empty club room, until the airheaded and infinitely curious honor student Chitanda Eru shows up and applies to join the club. Witness the chaos that ensues as the naively enthusiastic Eru drags Hotaro into the rose-colored life that he so vehemently despises.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Okay.
Thought. She's trying to gold dig him.
She's
Gold digging.
she's literally a thought. She is a figment of
Wow.
philosophy.
The imagination.
That's the first time I've heard that connection.
No, the Oreki is crazy theory. Oh man.
Oh.
I mean, it. He's basic. I mean, you're in his shoes for that long.
Yeah, man.
He's basically psycho. I mean, all right. So sum that up if you guys weren't paying attention, which is most likely. He's basically just Sherlock Holmes. He's a bit quirky. Doesn't get along with people. But he's antisocial, but he's smart and he solves mysteries. But the anime is actually really about solving the mystery of himself, which is you kind of get into later.
Whoa, bro.
You just have to watch it to get it.
It's really good.
But yeah, first of all, Kyoto Animation, for you guys who don't know, it's talking like K-On!
They are really good.
Dragon Maid,
Lots,
Nichijou.
just lots.
Did they do Harvey?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's old.
Tari,
Lucky
Tari.
Star.
Yeah, they did Lucky Star.
That's in their
I was
wheelhouse.
like,
Tari,
they did
Tari.
Lucky Star. This is the same.
Violet Evergarden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they do beautiful anime all the time.
Glass.
I feel like I'm missing.
No, God, no.
We come full circle. Really, guys,
Not
gonna watch
Glass
most
Slip.
underrated anime of all.
It was the same artist
Amagi
as
Brilliant Park.
whatever her name was.
Amagi Brilliant Part was good though.
Yeah, Magi Brilliant.
Did you want to add one underdog anime, like underrated anime of your pick before
Glass.
I hop into it?
I mean, I can't really think of one off the top of my head, so
Okay.
I'll just say Princess Stride.
Okay,
I don't think
Princess
anyone
Stride. I totally
remembers
agree with you.
Princess
Okay.
Stride.
I'm gonna bring that up next show for sure.
Really?
Which we will bring this
Is it
dude
still
back.
going?
No.
Prince of Stride is a running anime.
No,
it's
I'm
a
thinking of
it's a
Yomushi.
parkour anime.
Yomushi
Parkour
pedal.
racing.
Parkour racing anime. Like,
Follows a girl who.
Isn't that Tribe Cool Crew?
No.
Mirror's Edge.
Basically, she joins the boys' free running racing team and is their like kind of manager slash like coordinator lady. So she's like, you have to start running now. Type
I'm
of girl.
interested.
Yeah, so she has to coordinate all these pretty boys to run together or as a relay, so they don't fucking free run into each other and kill each other that way.
yeah, and she could also help them like relay into different sections.
Yeah.
So like if let's say if there is a shortcut that one person can do, they might allow that to happen.
but it takes
yeah.
takes more trick power to get through that shortcut. 'Cause you have to do
Trick power.
flips and shit to get through that shortcut. So
Yeah.
she has to know their bodies really well.
Yeah, and another thing, you and I are gonna mention this, the
I know
ending
the
theme.
buddies.
There's different teams, right? Of free running boys. One of them is a men's idol group that goes by the name Galaxy
Galaxy
Standard
Standard.
or Galstan for
Galstan.
short.
Galstan.
That's important.
That's
and they
like
do
a
the ending
female
theme
fan.
for the show.
And it's the most kick-ass ending
It's
theme.
the best.
It's
ending
the best
theme.
ending
I know
theme,
the entire
honestly.
song by heart.
We both do. It's
Yeah.
such a great once again underrated sports anime.
If
um,
it counts, then
Yeah,
that's my
that-
pick.
Wow,
yeah,
that
that's a
ties
good
in
pick.
Underrated sports. I remember sports. I think we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
I will say
At
that
some point.
later.
At some point.
Little plug for your next
All right.
week.
But yeah,
So-
anyways, why you should watch Yoka.
Don't watch Princess Stride. Watch Yoga.
Watch both of them.
Watch
You know,
all
they're
of them.
both
Watch
great.
all of these shows.
Yoko's just well written. It's got some of the most
waste your
realistically
time on
developed
shows.
characters of all time. It really brings you in. Like, it's mundane on paper. It's just this guy. He's a high schooler who can solve like mild mysteries, and you kind of wonder these aren't even like big mysteries. They're
It's
just,
like
the local,
Encyclopedia Brown.
Yeah, it's like the library. It's like what's happening.
Nancy Drew.
But the way I think it's just a testament to like how much quality they put into like character development and the writing, where they actually, I mean, on top of it looking beautiful, it's just written beautifully, and it ends in such a way it's like it just wraps up so nicely, where it's like, it doesn't have to go over the top to be really well. It's just balanced, and that kind of stuff. There's a lot of also like I think I love what Kyoto Animation does with was it they kind of have like what do you call those scenes where it's like almost like a simile, if that's one way to put it, but like visually represented, where you say something is something.
Symbolic.
That's just metaphor.
Is it metaphor? Is when you use like or as?
Yeah,
right?
but if you're talking in terms of
So you say
visual
Something
interpretations,
metaphor is when you don't use like or as.
Really?
Symbol is
Oh,
when you
okay,
use
so it's
like
a
or
it's a
Yeah.
visual metaphor then.
Yeah,
I feel like a
So
Tumblr post.
symbolic.
Yeah.
Well, it's like it's not really symbolic. It's more like they're
Yeah, it's like
as.
this
Under
means
these
something.
weird
Okay.
fever dream moments.
Yeah, like
right?
when like especially when Eru like hops up to him and he's like, I'm curious, and then there's like all these vines and shit,
Yeah.
and like there's like actual visual representation of like
how
the
he's
emotion that's
feeling.
evoked in that scene.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it's
Without
just-
necessarily outright being like a sign that somewhere that says this is what he feels.
Yeah.
There's a lot of complexity.
Instead of
Last
him
time.
thinking it in a
Where's
monologue,
Furman?
it just shows him being entangled by vines as this
Yeah.
cute girl literally absorbs every aspect of his life.
Boom.
Boom. Poison
Good.
ivy.
Yoka. Symbolic should be used basically for just like literary analysis at this point.
Speaking of literature,
Whoa.
Whoa, is this a real segue?
this is a legit
Whoa!
segue.
Oh, shit.
Whoa, I'm ready.
Doki Doki
Oh,
literature. Just
my-
kidding. No. I'm just kidding. No, we are actually talking literature. We're going into Rakugo.
Whoa.
Is my pick.
Whoa.
So
Showa?
yeah, Showa Genroku Rakugo Shujin. Yeah, Jugemu Jugemu Goku no Surikiri Kaijari Suriko Suga Matsugunai Matsugunai. You got it, boy. Let's go. Anyways, yeah, there you go.
Showa Rengaguro.
But essentially, Rakugo is all about the art of storytelling. I'm just gonna go over the basic synopsis that I wrote. It was very, very short compared to Tim's, but you know, just enough. So a man is just released from prison, and he seeks help from this old grandmaster of Rakugo to teach him how to perform. And Rakugo is just the art of one-man storytelling. You have literally only two props. You have a fan and a cloth. And so you have to tell an entire story, but it's all about the way how you perform it. And
It's almost like doing impressions of,
Yeah.
or impersonations of the
Exactly.
characters in your story.
and it's very performance driven, which is what I love.
And
about
it's
the whole
very
I want to
funny.
see these kinds
It
of
is.
shows.
It's like
I
a
wanna see
comedy.
It's
these
actually
kinds of shows.
really great,
This is one of the
honestly,
best
in my
shows I've seen
opinion.
my life.
Yeah,
It's like
Honestly.
classy ass comedy.
this
Yeah.
this whole way how Rakugo works though is that
Classy comedy.
it takes such a great story, and it takes stories of folktales and other things, other aspects of Japanese culture, and it literally weaves the stories that they're telling with their lives.
That's
and the
really
way how
cool.
it works is like when you see somebody preparing for a certain story, it's like sports anime almost, where you're watching somebody practice for a certain time. And then by the time they perform it, it's so much more tense. Like there's
Yeah.
certain
Like,
things
is he
that are
gonna do
on the
it?
line.
Is he gonna do
Like,
The
it?
camera focuses on like them sweating.
Yeah, exactly. Like the way how they help you.
So is this a sports?
No,
It is not. It is not.
Okay.
It's
Almost.
it's very. It has that sports anime feel when you get into the actual performance. The way how they help you defer characters too is that they allow for camera direction, like screen direction. So instead of like one character will be talking this way, the other character will be talking this way. And it's just a lot easier to follow that way. When in actual Rakugo performance, you really don't have that as an option. But the way how it works is that it's just so the characters are well developed. You learn that through it's two series. It's a 2-part series. The first part is more of a prequel, learning how the master became the master, and then
How the student became the master.
and how the
How the
yep
student became
there you go
the master.
how the student became the master, and then now it's him
like-
teaching his his lessons onto the next generation.
Yeah.
And that's really how the story is actually called Descending Stories Rakugo. So it's all about how these stories literally transpire time, and how when you listen to these stories, whether we'll go over the first story that's ever told in the series, it's about the Shinigami and how essentially he tells this guy that you've wasted your life chasing money, but you have a chance to expand your life if you can move this one candle, your flame, into another empty candle, and that essentially allows you to be reborn. And so he's tempting him. He's saying, if you come on, you can do it. But if you shake your hand too much, you're gonna put out your own flame. So be very careful. And it's just a way how. So you could use it either. you could use it either way. Like the way
I'm
how
telling stories.
there's two different ways of interpreting it. So the way how one master would interpret it is like, the Shinigami's like a very creepy, eerie character, and he'll be like hunched over and creepy in general. But if in terms of another Rakugo master, he plays it like a mob boss. He's taunting him. Like he's like, "Come on, you can do it. You can play this."
Like Whiplash levels of intimidating him, or no?
It's actually a lot like Whiplash.
You basically see like the interplay between these characters and these stories that are passed down, and how they interpret it and how they portray it in front of the audience. So instead of like a sports anime where they're just shonen all the time, you get to see it as a performance. You get to see like how is this character changing or using his nature as a character and morphing it to be a different character in the story.
Yeah.
If you've seen Whiplash's last 10 minutes,
Yeah.
then that's
It's-
basically every performance.
It's every performance in
Oh my-
in Rakugo.
Oh
it's
my god.
it's that.
That's really
I
good.
can't-
It's really great. Like honestly, like the
I
way how
need
the
to
characters
watch
the
this
characters
now.
are built perfectly, and the way how the story's structured, it's just like
You
it's
can get that feeling from the first episode, right?
from the first
First
episode. It's
performance.
the first episode is 45 minutes long.
Yeah.
Wow,
But because
okay.
of that, it literally sets up for the rest of the show. Like you understand why this is happening, why this
It
is
doesn't feel
going
like
on.
45 minutes.
It doesn't
I'll
feel
tell
like
you.
45 minutes. You're sitting there for half an hour and you're like, this is great. Like you just go for the ride and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
Oh
45
wow.
minutes is
Okay.
gone. Like it's
Wow,
it's a
okay.
great show to pick up. If you guys haven't,
want to watch
yeah,
this.
Rakugo is honestly one of I recommended it to Tim, and he loves it as well. I loved it just by watching it. I was recommended to it by some like random dude. He's like,
I was recommended to it by Alec.
oh,
We watched it in club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rakugo is just overall.
How old
just a
is
great
this show?
It's
2000.
a couple years now.
14?
Wow.
The first one was
Can't believe-
2014. No, well, the latest one came out last year.
Yeah.
So no, it was 2015,
17?
Oh, there's a couple seasons.
There's two
Yeah,
seasons.
there's two
Okay.
But after season 2, it's definitely done.
Yeah.
But like, it's one of those like you
Wow.
completely
Okay.
go through it and you love it.
could get to.
Yeah,
They
I've heard of
could.
this,
They could.
but not
but you know,
to
no
know
need to.
a whole
Just end it there,
whole
honestly.
Yeah.
detail. Shoot, now I'm gonna watch
So honestly, yeah.
It's
because I
great.
love Whiplash.
In conclusion, it's always about performance,
That's the
how it
only
affects
reason
the
why.
storytellers, and how they learn. It's a 2-part series. It's gonna be a solid like 50 episodes, but it's timeless. It's one of those things where you can watch it over and over again, and
It was like
It's-
20 something episodes.
Yeah, it was like
50
25,
episodes.
24
24
episodes.
is it 20? Was it
24 to
was it
26.
13 each?
Yeah.
13 each season?
12,
Okay.
13.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
it's
I mean, if we were able to watch it in club, it
Yeah.
couldn't have been more than
Yeah.
24 episodes.
Okay. So yeah, it was a pretty
it's
good
pretty
series.
reasonable size. I mean, I
Yeah.
binged it in like 2 days.
Yeah. It was a good show though. Like there's no way how I could
I will
not
say the
recommend.
first and
recommend.
second season are almost like two separate stories that are connected.
Yeah, but you should watch season 1 before you watch season 2.
Well,
That's for
yeah.
sure.
So it's like it's one of those things though where I got to season 2 and it was like different characters specifically.
And you're just like, oh no, we're
the young
we're,
guy. It's
we're
like
the
I
one-
don't like him as much. So that was a bit of a.
But you end up doing it.
Yeah, I ended up liking him. But
Okay.
it was initially a bit of a punch in the face.
It's-
It's like-
Yeah. It gets
Watching
complicated.
watching
man.
Yeah, it gets
kids
complicated.
do their shit. And
Yeah,
it's
it's like Degrassi, the next generation.
All right, we're gonna go into our next segment. Actually, we're gonna
Oh,
talk about anime.
speaking of
Anime
Whiplash,
Con
I got
2018.
So yeah,
Anime Con.
we all went to Fanime. This is how I.
These 4 guys.
Yep,
These
we're
4
all
guys,
there, we all
these
saw each other.
2,
We went
us
to a
2,
hotel.
we all went.
Yeah.
We were all pretty chill.
You know,
But
saw a good anime like A Quiet Place.
How was that actually?
It was alright. You know,
Was it alright?
despite being a very flawed character. In
the
that
dumb
Were the
Don't-
kids annoying?
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
great.
one of them.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, you see, like, okay, my main qualm with horror movies is just like, if you have one character who's really dumb and basically is the only
dumb
reason
shit.
why, it's dumb. It's like she doesn't have to be dumb for it to be a compelling horror movie. Like
Right.
those creatures are
Genuine
terrifying.
accidents could happen without
Yeah.
characters being dumb.
Like actually, oddly enough, not even the most horrific character wasn't the creatures or the girl. It was a nail.
Oh.
The fucking nail
Nail.
that just causes
But
a
you know,
bunch
you,
of
you guys
Goldberg
were
ass
the
shit.
most anxiety in the movie is caused by a nail.
Yeah.
But you know, you have to. We're not gonna go that far into it. You don't know what I
Alright.
mean when you see it.
Yeah, I want to see it so bad.
It's
And
bad.
I wanted to go see it with you guys, but I was just like, nah, I'm tired.
You can always watch it. You know.
so first question, obviously, for all you guys, what did you guys do this year? Is there anything that you did differently, or it's just?
Yeah.
Well, we won't discuss you.
I have safe for work stuff I want to talk about.
Okay,
Sure.
go for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Fanime Swap Meet is one of the best events at Fanime.
Yes.
We're gonna have to cut you off. No, I'm just
Yes. Yeah, I would agree.
It only happens on day 0, which is
Friday?
not really a day. It's Thursday. The Thursday
Yeah.
of, and then,
And then
Friday
Friday
night.
night.
So which is day 1. So they're not the most popular days, and I can see why. If you had the fucking con inside that swap meet tent, it would fucking blow
Yeah.
up.
No.
Yeah.
But
It's really.
highly recommend.
entertaining.
Yeah, I
You
literally
find so much cool shit.
I only went to Fanime Day 0 because
Swap meet?
because of the swap meet. If you look at the pamphlets for like artist salary and shit, they're like, please don't haggle with us. We're not a swap meet. And I was like, that's because you fucking go to the swap meet. You haggle the
You
shit.
haggle.
You haggle the shit out of that place, and there's really great people there. They have to fill out like a $40 vendor's fee or whatever to be there. So they're there to sell shit, and
Yeah.
they're there
And
to
you
clean
find
out their
some
stock. And
weird
you'll
stuff too.
yeah, I
Yeah,
got
good stuff.
Splatoon 2 and Mario Kart 8 for $35 each.
Each. Wow.
Yeah,
And I think I know what vendor you saw that at.
it was good,
Yeah,
man.
they
I was
have a lot
almost
of
got
Switch games there.
almost
yeah.
got fucking arms there.
Yeah.
Tempted.
I got a lot of
Arms.
DS games.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still play DS?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm collecting DS right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
What games you get?
I got Jake Hunter, Criminal
Is that
Chronicles. Jake.
First name?
Yeah.
And
Jake.
last name Hunter?
Jake Hunter.
American Dragon?
And then oh my god, that'd
Mike
be great.
Hawk.
My cock, American Dragon.
And then I got 999, 9 doors.
Oh yeah,
9 people.
the same people who made Danganronpa.
Yeah.
Zero Escape.
Yeah, the Zero Escape series. I've been waiting.
D4?
I wanted to find the DS version of that. And then a bunch of
Think
random licensed, just like movie licensed DS games.
Yeah, why the fuck
What?
not?
Why not? They were like
So it's
a
a good place
dollar
for
each.
games, you would say. I didn't find a lot of merch, to be honest, that I would have liked. But it's like they only have if they do have prints. I mean, you don't need to go there for prints, obviously. That's like Artist Alley.
There's a
There you
couple
go, too.
prints.
I used
They're like
used to
they
buy
have
a
wall
lot of
space.
prints, but I never really find enough wall space to actually do it. And plus, I like to frame stuff, and you know,
Maybe like old prints or like old.
Yeah,
Like
things
wall
that aren't
scrolls.
there
A
anymore.
lot of card mats.
Yeah, there's a lot of
mouse
card
pads.
stuff there. Like, unfortunately, I'm
I
not
didn't
into
do it
cards,
again. I was
but,
going to do it. There's a guy that sells this giant ass mouse pad with big butts on it. Someone else bought it for me again. I saw it twice. Didn't buy it.
There was a good Seikano card pad or
Mouse
card
pad,
mat. It was a card mat, I think.
like a playmat.
Yeah, play mat.
Okay.
And you know, they have that. Unfortunately, I don't play cards, so I couldn't buy it. But
yeah.
you know, I mean, they have random stuff, toys, random. Some people sell like just materials, like straight up like cosplay materials.
Yeah.
So if you're into that, it's useful. Other than that, you know, unless you're very lucky, find some obscure merch. It's usually just like old random stuff, and sometimes it's hard to find gems unless you're looking for games in particular.
You have to look real hard, but you'll
Yeah.
find some shit in there.
Yeah.
People who are willing to
I
do
found
it.
a DVD of The Dog Whisperer.
Did you buy it?
No,
God, disappointed.
it didn't have subs, so
Oh no!
Oh,
so,
yeah, no,
it's
I-
a dog.
I
They
can't-
can't
get
do
out of
it.
here.
I need
Get outta here.
subs for my dog.
I need the subs for my dog.
Nina.
Hey, all right. Anyway.
Last year, I got a fucking fight stick from the swap meet.
Yeah,
so
so fights was good.
I fucking
Yeah,
I make bank, man.
they did that.
It was like
yeah.
Yeah, if you look, you find good stuff.
Was it a good stick?
It was
though?
a great fight stick.
Oh,
it was
what-
from last
what was your
generation, but
highlight?
the parts were amazing.
Well, I spent a lot more time at Artist Alley this time. I would
I
say
did too.
There's actually some good stuff. I didn't buy any prints, unfortunately. There was actually some prints who were good enough to buy.
I did.
Well,
Yeah.
you bought, but you know, because me, I'm notorious for having a high standard for prints. But
There, right
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
you'll be looking at that in a
that's
second.
Kevin's
Yeah.
prints. But
We doing that?
That's
for me,
part
yeah,
one.
I've never bought a print from Fanime so far, and I was actually about to this year, which
Yeah.
means they were.
There were some really good
It's
artists.
just they ran out of stock.
Yeah.
So
There were some really good artists.
Did you get
You
the
know
card?
it's a good year when the pamphlets
no.
were free.
I actually,
Yeah,
I think I
it was
found
really
them.
good.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't think they had a card. I
No,
haven't
they didn't
asked
have a
them.
card, but I found them on the Fanime website
Oh.
under Artist Alley, and then I went to their page and I liked it, so I found them. Hey, as a matter of fact, I did not find that artist.
Uh-oh.
I could not figure out who did it. So, if you ever know who it is, it's in. Okay, all I know is that
What's
one
the
of the
zero
it's one of the
piece?
even ones.
Do they
What
have?
does it look like?
It's not
the
here.
list
It's in the.
of
It's in the
people?
very center of that of the.
Yeah,
one
I
up
see
there.
it. I'm looking at it right now.
I don't think I saw that.
Yeah, because I bought the last two.
Oh, that's right.
But yeah, it was.
Mega.
Yeah, I found it, and I was like, yeah, it was pretty good. But I will show you guys some of the prints that I did pick up.
I was
I'll wait
impressed,
till
though.
Yeah.
I'll wait till Tim is finished with your
Yeah,
thoughts.
I mean,
Did you find
my
them?
main disappointments wasn't enough Seikano stuff, even though the movie's coming out.
yeah.
It wasn't enough.
I feel like after the movie's release, tons of people are gonna be hopping on it.
Hopefully, yeah, we'll see, because hopefully they gain press. You know, there was made in Abyss stuff, surprisingly. but nothing that really impressed me, unfortunately.
That's not really a problem, Mariko. We're all good. We're all good here.
Right.
What I did at FanimeCon, I'm gonna talk about the casting.
Yeah,
that's- that's
big
been
highlight
so
for you.
So
friend.
I did Overwatch casting for the SF Shock. For the Overwatch tournament. So I was there chatting with people, talking about
all day,
you know,
yeah.
literally the
Yeah,
whole
just-
day, all day
wow.
Sunday. So if you guys are from Fanime, you guys picked up one of my cards and are on the show. Welcome to the show.
Watch us,
Um,
please.
Yeah, we
That's right, you
usually-
had cards.
most of these people won't. Yeah, I have cards.
I've seen a few people picked it up.
Yeah,
So
it
they're
worked
out
out
there.
pretty
You're
good.
out there. Your name.
Yeah,
What's up, Brogan?
yeah. We saw
Of all
we
people?
saw a lot of people from high school coming back, which was pretty fun.
What's up,
Aldrin.
Aldrin?
Aldrin made an appearance.
Yeah.
Aldrin was there.
I didn't even know it was
Sean
coming.
was there.
Ooh.
Brian Park was there.
See, I didn't see Brian.
I ran into Brian.
I don't know. You just ran into everyone. Maybe it's because I stayed in the hotel for like 6 hours
Yeah.
on Saturday.
And then well, obviously Minik was there, and then
Sam
you
was
were there.
there.
Sam Gaither was there.
Sam Chen.
Sam Chan was there.
Both Sam.
Sam
that's
Chen
what
was
it was.
working for the SF Shock that day.
Yeah, he
So
was in pics.
yeah, he got pictures
awesome.
of me, which is kind of weird. But
Whoa.
Sam Gaither was also.
It's just cool that you
Yeah.
were representing SF Shock
yeah,
a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, they're such a cool organization. They have a really
Yeah.
nice. Well, as
He's
as-
not paid to say
I'm not
this.
paid to say
And
this, honestly.
And we're
Um,
a good team.
the
We're a
the
good
way
team.
the way how the
Please
team
sponsor us.
the way how they built their team was so smart. They picked up a whole bunch of young players.
So
And
they're the Warriors.
They're the
right?
Warriors. They're the
Young
Warriors.
boys.
They
boys.
picked up the right crew for the right things. They specialize in specific heroes, and then they play them when they need them. So like if
Yeah.
they know that they're gonna have a bad matchup against X or Y, they just sub in a certain person, and they're like, okay, yes, for this map they're gonna run this play with this person on this hero. Like it's very specialized on the way how they run their team, and I really like
Very
them. I really respect them for doing that. And then on top of that, yeah, I bought a ton of prints. I will actually show you guys.
I bought a lot of princesses.
Princess-size. Prince size.
Let me
Yep.
see these prints, my boy.
Just to let you know, all of
Whoa.
the ones that
Oh,
you,
jeez.
all the ones that you're gonna see, are going to be on the wall eventually.
Yeah.
I was like, let's
this
get a
little collage here.
So who's
It-
this?
This is Dark Magician Girl.
This is
So,
Dark
yeah,
Magician
we got
Girl.
that Pop Team Epic.
This one is really cute.
We
I
had,
like this
we
one.
had to get Pop Team Epic, and then we had to get your favorite
favorite
trap card.
Trap card.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Surprise. Also
This one's
surprise.
cool.
Shokugeki. This was the only Shokugeki.
This just
for
looks like a
Nine
gotcha
Fives. So it
game
surprised me.
art.
Decim. If you guys don't know
From
where this is
Death
from, this
Parade.
is Death Parade.
Yeah.
This is just me. This is Ancient
This
Magus.
one's cute.
And then we also have the Upside Down Violet Evergarden one, which is also by the same artist. So
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
yeah,
That was cool.
This one was pretty solid, so we had to get that one, and then we had to get the other
Classic.
Oh no.
the one right next to Kana Kamui. And then
Replace this
Kimono
Wally.
Friends.
That's a good one.
This was pretty solid. And then we also got the
That one's pretty
the
cool.
02 print,
There
also
you
by the
go.
same artist.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a good one. I saw that one.
And then we got a couple of horizontal ones because we needed
it's
to
okay.
replace a couple of them.
This
Still
boy.
upside down, understandable. This one.
Is that considered a sin if you do that one upside down?
This right here is a work of art.
Yeah, this
This one's
this is a
really
piece.
cool.
Goddamn
This is a
masterpiece.
masterpiece.
This is cool.
We got Kakigurui as well, so we can
Ah,
actually
Gambling
Boo
Girls.
Kakigurui.
Kaki Guru.
Gambling Girls.
And then Maiden Abyss.
Oh, this one's okay.
Yeah, it's solid.
That was
It's
right.
just
Pretty good.
average, yeah.
So expect all those prints to be up on here by season 2.
They have the characters
yeah,
that they haven't
whatever that
revealed
is.
yet.
Yeah, exactly. And just, special spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know season 2 is coming.
Don't
We have
get rid
to
of this
emotionally
one. I like
prepare
Season
ourselves
2
for that.
cancel.
I like this one. Don't get rid of that one.
We have to. Dude.
Why?
Okay,
It's
the
so
reason
cool.
okay, we understand we like Yume's art. The only reason why is that it's totally different sizes from everything else.
That's true.
So it's literally like
You know, she had her time. She was here for
fits though. Look
this
at that.
season.
It fits so
It fits
perfectly. We're gonna
barely.
get cut off in the next
All right.
season.
Well, you do you.
Yeah, we'll figure it out because we're also
If you
we're-
don't, if
okay.
you don't want it,
There
I'll
were-
take it.
There were like 12 prints in here.
KU weekly
They're all gonna
article.
go up here. So
And
Um,
I'll get all of them.
we should honestly like if we do get to the point
Where
where
we
we
can
can
auction
actually
it off.
afford that, we can actually do that. Just
okay.
make it a giveaway. But
Okay, you want this?
yeah, obviously I feel like we're all gonna be back there again.
Yes.
because-
Next year will be my
Maybe.
10th year going.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We'll see
And
if-
it's
I've
the
lost count.
25th year.
Yeah, I lost count as well.
It's the
Yeah.
25th anniversary of the
Well,
whole convention.
I started going when Flo performed. That was
Oh,
my
God.
first year.
I
So
don't
That was like
remember my first
20.
When I was there, Naruto was still relevant.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like before Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah.
So when is that?
I don't know. You gotta figure that
I
out,
don't
man.
know.
But yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
I
that
feel
was
like
my
we're all
10th
gonna be there
year.
again. I don't know how many of
I did
us
skip a
are
year, though.
all going to join the Crunchyroll Expo next, which will be in September.
I'm
figured-
thinking about it.
I got
Thinking
my
about going.
tickets already.
I'm
I'm
there.
ready.
Have fun, guys.
What, you can't?
Crunchy Con, are you kidding? I have
Dude,
better things to do.
Dude, Crunchyroll Expo is
Better
actually
things to
really
do than
informative.
Crunchyroll Con.
Is ProZ
It's-
coming again?
We don't know. ProZD
Hopefully
came
not.
up.
Why? He's such a cool man.
You know.
Is it because he rated your
he-
waifu like
you know,
a
he's
4?
he's a polarizing guy. He's an overall, he's a fun guy. He does what he wants. He's honest.
Is there anything?
Just like
but
you.
he does have garbage taste.
He needs
I
a
mean-
better
No, we
camera.
disagree on that.
Just saying.
He's starting some beef already.
He's starting beef
Whoa.
with
I will
Rashid.
say, I think but I think it's 'cause,
Great, we're
you
not
know,
going to be sponsored by Crunchyroll because
Yeah.
you made
Yeah.
fun of ProZ.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
You know,
I
man,
love you, Crunchyroll.
I
we
love
love
ProZ
Crunchyroll.
D.
My
Close
favorite
zone.
sushi roll is the Lion King.
My favorite anime is Lion King.
Wait, isn't that an actual role?
Yeah.
But-
you know any
yeah.
sushi
Yeah.
place order Lion King.
I was some Lion King tonight.
Yeah.
Best
Mufasa.
Oh yeah, you didn't hear
yeah,
the story.
Yeah, let's not publicly shame our.
I'll shame anyone.
I mean,
publicly.
it's
I
your sister, you can
really
do it if you
love
want.
Lion King.
Well, yeah, pretty much that's about it for
What are you
the
looking forward to
Anime Con.
next?
Lion King.
What do you
Lion
mean?
King. Just Lion King?
No, well, I'm looking forward to Crunchyroll Expo. I'm ready.
Villains.
I'm ready to do it.
Next
It's actually
anime?
very.
Next anime?
Is there anything you want to see next anime?
Dude, he remembers.
Oh, he wait.
Velo Citrus.
stepdad.
Woo.
How is he? Who? I have to figure out who Velo Citrus is.
Yeah, we don't know.
Velocitrus.
Anyways,
Velo-
yeah,
Velo Citrus.
we're going to.
Citrus.
I'm going to Crunchyroll Expo. I liked it because it was more of an industry thing. You go in and they tell you about like how they acquire the rights, how to get a job to Crunchyroll, how to do all
Oh,
that.
it's Aaron. Okay.
And yeah, overall, just a very, very solid convention. The first one was in Santa Clara last year.
That's right.
This one's in San Jose.
This one's in San
Do
Jose.
you,
so-
do you think having... Well, I'm pretty sure they'll probably change it again, but do you think it coming to San Jose might hurt anime a little bit?
No. They're
No?
timed at different times completely. So
Right.
I feel like because
But do you think
Crunchyroll
people-
Expo is filling in the void that Crunchyroll doesn't have that, 2 times a year, like, fill.
Right.
Like, Crunchyroll is totally fine to be there.
I think a lot
Okay.
of locals will be confused why there needs to be two
Yeah, why is-
cons a year.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah, and then
I
the
mean, this one's in
furries
September.
meet-
Yeah,
That's
but
pretty far.
still.
Yeah, it's still pretty far. Like, we have, what,
far.
June,
my
July,
phone's going
August.
off.
Oh, go for it. Go get it.
Hold on.
It's pretty
June,
deep
July,
into,
August. We
summer.
have 3 months between that. I mean, Fanime is completely polarized, right? Like that's whole winter, summer. But it's also the same time that they have the other one. SAC Anime Winter and SAC Anime Summer are complete opposite times.
Yeah.
So
And they're as far. You could say they're as far as each other from like Crunchyroll and Fanime.
Well, no, 3 months spread, but that's the only difference. I really think that Crunchyroll did the right move by going to San Jose this time.
Yeah.
It's bigger, right?
It's bigger. Santa Clara was kind of an awkward spot because there was if there's a football game, literally if the 49ers are playing, it's in the same parking lot, which is
Yeah.
kind of terrible. But yeah, overall I thought it was a pretty solid event. So
Just give you tickets to the football game.
it should be a part of con expenses.
It's gotta be one of those like they have a football convention at the same time.
Yeah.
Like we have a Clockwork Alchemy. Do they still do that?
Yeah, Clockwork Alchemy is still at Fanime.
I didn't see anything related.
But
to
yeah.
that.
Just letting you guys know, this is a program. I will definitely go over what was good and what we need to go over.
Unfortunately, I don't think any of us are going to Anime Expo this year.
Yeah,
I was
I
thinking about it, but it's
can't.
way too close to like Crunchyroll.
yeah.
So
I feel like I need to get more money anyways before
yeah,
I.
it's expensive. You
hop
have to stay
into it.
down and drive down. I don't want to drive down.
I don't want to do. I'd rather.
It's a stressful drive.
Yeah.
It's like 8 hours.
Yeah, it's an 8-hour drive. It's hard to get in. I honestly I'm totally fine with having doing it when we actually have either viewers or more funding just for us, just to get KU Weekly off the ground and making more happen.
Or just to go, but we have to plan with a bunch of people. I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. Yeah,
Maybe
we
next
can-
year, or in the
Maybe.
future.
Yeah, like not this upcoming con.
It's
but
like now
next
that
one.
everyone's graduated, we can plan like whole group trips.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll see how it goes.
So yeah, we'll give you that KU preview because we're approaching like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So KU preview, we're gonna be doing Mischief and Mystery next.
Whoa, that's mysterious.
So
You're gonna have to find out next time.
yeah, as you can tell, we'll be talking about Latent
Just
Titantia
Hioka.
and also Lupin the Third.
Latent.
So first off, I'd like to apologize we don't have a game tonight because it's kind of long. I kind of started late. It's all my bad.
Yeah.
But
It was
also
a long, good episode.
it was a good episode overall.
Long man.
Long man.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. So
Yeah,
if you guys want to
thanks.
follow us on Twitter, Discord,
Or there.
hit us up on our email. It's all up on the side right here. We're mostly active. I'm mostly active on the Twitter and the Discord. So follow us
I'm
there.
gonna be
It's
trying to be
pretty
more
easy.
active on the Discord.
Then as well as that, we might, depending on if I do get the editing software, season 2 and previous episodes of season 1 will be put onto YouTube because we don't have sound, so we can't get flagged.
Hey, flag me.
Yeah, it's impossible to flag something if
Hey.
there's no music.
Hooray.
There's no flags.
Exactly.
No
So
flags.
yeah, thanks to Alex and CJ for showing up on the show.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming, guys.
yeah.
We're probably gonna drag these guys back eventually because they're
You're
they
gonna
don't have
see
anything
them
else.
every day.
Dragged.
from
I'm
now
locked
on.
in here now.
Yeah.
They gave
I'm
me
locked
food.
in.
Alex
They gave me a place to sleep.
Alex. Yeah,
But,
it's
yeah.
Alex. From now
Yeah.
on, that's
Yeah,
his,
well,
that's
because
his
it-
username.
Because if we use Alec, they're gonna confuse him with the redhead from Tanakun.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good. I mean, who's named Alex
Take that
in
excuse.
anime?
Alex, Sarah, Alex is an anime. Go.
Like Alex.
Alex
Andrea?
is an anime.
Is there?
Oh.
Hold on, is there one? There's none in Fate, right?
Is Alex?
Yeah.
Isn't Armstrong's first name Alex?
You mean Alphonse?
No, not Al.
Alec,
Al-
Pretty
No,
sure
like
that rings a
like
bell.
the
Oh.
Armstrong, like
yeah,
like
yeah,
the curly mustache. His first name is Alex, isn't it?
Damn, that's
I think.
you got a good resume so far.
Yeah.
You're buff and you have a curly blonde.
Yeah.
One curly blonde Q.
I'll take it over.
Is there a
right
CJ
Yeah.
in an anime?
Is it what?
Is there a CJ?
Yeah, Alex Louis Armstrong. I would.
There's
Yeah.
a CJ, right?
There is a CJ.
Yeah, Alec from Tanakun. If you haven't
Grand
watched
Theft Auto
that,
San Andreas.
that will be episode 2 episodes from now.
Is there a Kevin in an anime?
You're telling me it's not a mystery.
There are.
anime?
I believe that there's like one Kevin in anime and he's like an asshole. So like,
Kevin.
is-
How about
the only 2 Kevins I know of is Kevin from SpongeBob and Kevin from Ed and Eddie.
how about
Like,
Kevin
they're
from
both.
Kevin from Up?
Okay.
Okay,
Well, yeah.
Oh. Oh, I can see you in that. That would be cute.
What?
I can see you like it's the kid, right?
Alexander.
No, that's Russell.
That's Russell.
Oh,
That-
I-
Kevin's
I
the
know,
bird.
I-
I'm thinking
Yeah.
of the kid.
The bird
Yeah.
of paradise.
Fun fact, I tried to VA for Russell. That's one of my favorite fun facts. Like,
Oh yeah.
when Pixar was doing their open casting sessions, they wanted, Asian American kids to come in and
Aw.
try that out.
Aw,
And so
you could've-
I
you could've
auditioned
done
for
great.
it. I didn't
Could've done
get
great.
it. They hit me at that really awkward moment when I was like in puberty. So like it
Oh.
wasn't like a pleasant
How
like
old is that movie?
yeah,
It's old.
it's like 2009.
Nine.
Wow. Okay.
It's
I
been a
want to
while.
say
So a
2009.
while. So
So, yeah, it's-
early teens.
Exactly. It was a really awkward time for my voice.
You
So,
auditioned for Up Kid?
yeah.
Oh.
What'd
What'd
you
you
do?
do
What'd
with
you
your-
do? Yeah,
What
what'd
did you do?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What
Yeah,
did you do in
but-
2009?
I
I was-
auditioned for the dog. I didn't know he was allowed to talk.
Hello.
I
just said Wolf
I
Wolf.
I
auditioned
just
for
said
the
Wolf
adult
Wolf
film
for 2
industry.
hours and they
Wolf
kicked
Wolf.
me out.
But yeah, overall, thank you everybody who tuned in watching our show.
Thank you.
Tuned.
It
Because
was a late one.
Japanese cartoons. Thanks for tuning. Fork.
Can you
He's
Shout
trying
out
his
to all
best.
you underdogs out there.
Shout
this
out.
one's for you.
Yeah.
all you overcats too?
all you under Ninas.
They're invited.
They're invited, I guess.
But
Is
yeah,
it Overcat again?
Overwatch, Overcat. I don't. You're trying your best. I'm trying my best. It's not 100% working out.
Overcatch.
But overall, thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.
We're this, our first
Long,
one
long
after
episode.
having
Fanime?
after Fanime. So
After that pre-recorded mess.
it was a
Yeah.
solid anime.
It was fine.
It worked. I mean,
I
It
was
happened.
well
It
informed.
happened.
It
that
happened.
speed
I
run
was-
was not legit. It was pre-recorded.
I mean,
Hey,
I
you
respect
know,
if you
We
look
set
Billy
a
at
May-
record.
or
People
not
gonna
Billy
haters
Mays.
gonna be like, we didn't
Fuck
set
was
a new
that guy's
record.
name?
Billy
We just
Mitchell.
did.
Billy Mitchell.
Billy Mitchell here.
but
I have
yeah,
a fake speed run I want to sell you.
Oh,
For
R.I.P.
what
Billy
price?
Mitchell.
For $3.99.
but yeah. Anyways,
Claim to
thanks
say-
for tuning in. Follow us on social media. We'll be back next Friday with Mischief and
On
Mystery.
time.
And maybe people.
Maybe
That
other
may
people.
Maybe
recognize.
people, not me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe other people.
Maybe
so,
Alec.
I'll see if I can make it.
so yeah, we'll see you guys next
It's
week.
a mystery.